Good evening and welcome to the Melissa Cardinals Network. Your Melissa Cardinals are 8-0. They are number one ranked in the state of Texas in Class 5A Division II football. They are on the road tonight here in Princeton, Texas. This is Trey Graham and Ross Graham joining you on the Melissa Cardinals Network in partnership with our friends at Game On Sports. We are excited to bring you this district game out of District 7 5A Division II. The 8-0 Melissa Cardinals at the home of the 1-7. A longtime rival in lots of different sports, and we are excited to bring you this action tonight. Thank you for joining us. John Graham is here in the booth with us. We'll keep up the stats for us as we bring you an early kickoff tonight, 6 p.m. kickoff here in Princeton in Hendricks Stadium. Moved up because there is the threat of bad weather coming in late tonight, and we hope the weather holds off and we will be able to get the entire ball game in without any weather delays. But thank you so much for joining us tonight. Remember our email address, mcnr@melissaisd.org, mcnr@melissaisd.org. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know where you are in the world and who your favorite Cardinal is. I'm sure you're going to be saying go Texas Rangers as the World Series kicks off tonight. Dallas Mavericks are in action tonight as well. Cowboys in action. The Stars, all four major teams in action this weekend. It's a good week to be a Dallas-Fort Worth area sports fan, and we're going to bring you some great high school football tonight as your Melissa Cardinals play game number 9 of the regular season tonight. Next week will be the regular season finale. It will be a rematch of last year, a replay of the district championship game that the Cardinals were victorious last year in Lucas, Texas at Lovejoy. So Lovejoy Leopards will be coming to Coach Kenny Deal Stadium 6 days from now. Make sure you remember it's a Thursday night broadcast next week for the district championship game. Both the Melissa Cardinals and the Lovejoy Leopards have clinched playoff spots. They are going to be 2 of the 4 teams in our district that will move on to the playoffs. The question is, what seed will each team have? And that will be determined next Thursday evening. And we're going to look forward to that game, but we've got a big action tonight. Your Cardinals are down on the field warming up in the black helmets, white jerseys, and black pants. Princeton in their maroon helmets and jerseys and white pants. We were down on the field talking with Melissa Cardinals head football coach Matt Nally a few moments ago. We were talking with the defensive coordinator Nate Hemsley. We just briefly spoke to the Princeton head coach Urban Chandler, and everybody's ready to get the action started early tonight. Again, it's a 6 p.m. kickoff tonight. We are so glad you are joining us. And I'll ask Ross Graham your thoughts as we get ready for tonight's Melissa-Princeton game.
Yes, as you mentioned, it's an early night kickoff. It's going to be a fun night. Hopefully the weather's staying away. The forecast is looking better as we get closer to the night, but it's also always going to be fun to play our district rival, and not only a district rival, but just a rival in general, as you've mentioned, across all sports, cross-country, basketball, volleyball, baseball, across all the sports. So it's fun to get to come into the house of your rival and have a good showdown between 2 great teams, and it's going to be a fun night. Football, early kickoff as it is, it's going to be a fun night for football for both teams.
We're so glad you're joining us here on the Melissa Cardinals Network. It is 6 p.m. kickoff, the Cardinals and the Panthers. We're going to take it back to our studio for our Matt Nally coaches interview, and we'll be back right after this. Good evening and welcome to the Melissa Cardinals Network. This is Trey Graham with Cardinals head football coach Matt Nally, getting you ready for tonight's district road game. Melissa on the road at the Princeton Panthers. But let's take a moment and look back a week ago. Big homecoming victory over Greenville. And Coach Nally, a few weeks ago on our other program that's called the Cardinal Scoreboard Show, I shared with you that the school record for the best season start in Melissa football history was 8-0. I think you were 4-0 at the time, and you said, well, that's no problem. We'll beat that one. Here you are, 8-0, setting a new school record. Congratulations.
I really appreciate it. But once again, like I said on the other show, it's about the kids and the coaches. The coaches have done just such a great job of putting together an innovative game plan for the kids to execute. And that's what they've done. The kids have executed the game plan that the coaches have put in place. So all kudos to the kids and the coaches. Not me. I just have the best seat in the house. They've done such a great job. I'm so proud of those coaches and those kiddos.
But you often say also it's hard to win a football game.
It's extremely hard to win a football game. People think, if it's 50-0 or whatever, oh, that was an easy win. That's not true. There's a lot of things that go into a game. It might be, a kid, breaks up with his girlfriend, or, there might be a situation where a kid might not eat, or whatever the case may be. So it's hard. Like, you're still dealing with 16 and 17-year-old kids, and the ball's got to go your way. You don't know what's going to happen. A kid might muff a punt or whatever the case may be, and you're going to have to fight through adversity. So, yes, it is extremely difficult to win a football game, and our kids have done such a great job of, once again, executing but fighting through adversity in some of those earlier games, and learning from it and growing from it, and here we are.
8-0, number one ranked in Class 5A football in the state of Texas. You were preseason number one, and here we are in week 10, still number one. Pressure or not?
No, we want to be the pressure. That's what we want to do. We don't talk about pressure. We don't talk about any of that stuff. It's about winning state. It's not about being the district champion. It's not about being, preseason ranked number one, or sitting in week 10 ranked number one. It's about being ranked number one in week 16. The state championship. That's what we want. So there is no pressure, no, sir.
Talk about the Princeton Panthers, a longtime rival in football, but in a lot of other sports. I've been to lots of basketball games at Princeton High School, and some of them got pretty heated. So a nearby school, a rival in multiple different sports, boys and girls sports. Talk about Princeton.
The first time I really got to experience the Princeton rivalry was a football game, and I was really shocked. It was back at Cardinal Stadium, 8-9 years ago, whatever it was now, and there is a lot of hatred, for both. So, and for us personally, we haven't played them in football in a long time. So, for us, there's not that get up, like, for Anna, we were up ready for Anna for that scrimmage. So, there's not that feel, but there sure is, this area, you want to kind of be the king of this area. So, our kids feel that, our coaches feel that, and hopefully we'll be ready to rock and roll and do those things and take care of business on Friday night.
Last question for you. People obviously know weather, but they don't think about the implications of weather. You have to plan for hot, cold, dry, wet weather. Talk about preparation.
So prep goes to Sunday. So that's my job on Sunday is the weather. And I'm not, the greatest guy when it comes to weather. So, weather.com and all these other weather things that you do. So I do a weather report on Sunday, Monday through Friday. So, and we go through the day like today we're in the indoor, so it doesn't matter. But tomorrow we're going outside. Thursday we're going outside. So we discuss what practice is going to look like if it's raining on Wednesday and Thursday. And then Friday, we do the exact same thing. Like I talk about Thursday with sub-varsities. This is what's going to happen, guys. At game time, this is what the weather is supposed to be. And then we do the same thing on Friday night. Friday night, guys, it's when game time starts. This is what the weather is supposed to be. So we have wet weather plans. And, it's like back in the day, we did wet ball drill and stuff like that.
Dunk them in the bucket.
Yeah, you do those things, but you got to have a plan. You cannot not go into a situation without a plan. So we really, really drill those things, and it's something that we really harp on. I've never been in a game here in Melissa where that has been a factor, but I have at other places, and that's why it makes me so nervous when it comes to weather, that if you're not prepared, you're preparing to fail. So hopefully we've got a really good plan going in if it does rain.
You're watching the pregame show here on the Melissa Cardinals Network. This is Trey Graham with Matt Nally getting you ready for the District Road finale. Your Melissa Cardinals at the Princeton Panthers. We'll continue our pregame show after this. This is a production of the Melissa Cardinals Network in partnership with the Melissa High School AV Department. We welcome you back live here to Hendricks Stadium in Princeton, Texas, as we are getting you ready for this district matchup tonight. Your Melissa Cardinals and the Princeton Panthers. You just heard our pregame interview with Cardinals head football coach Matt Nally, whose team is 8-0 on the season. They set a school record for the best start in school history at 8-0. They've also won 22 district games in a row. Last week, the Cardinals had a big victory over Greenville. The final score was 55-14, Cardinals with the win. They led 49-0 at half. Melissa finished with 476 yards of total offense, gaining 384 yards of that in the first half in a dominating performance. Our offensive player of the game last week was senior tight end Jackson Ford, and our defensive player of the game was junior linebacker Colin Craig. The Cardinals are averaging 53 points per game this season on offense. They are allowing 18 points per game as a team defense this season. And one of the coolest stats that we've come across in a while, your Cardinals last week versus Greenville had 4 players throw 7 touchdown passes to 5 different players.
4 different players. Not all of them even being quarterbacks.
4 players threw 7 touchdowns to 5 different receivers.
7 touchdowns is good for a game. I mean, not alone 4 different players throwing it to 5 different players. That's pretty good.
Including one young man who was 4 of 6 passing for 107 yards and 2 touchdowns. That would have been Jackson Nally.
Jackson Nally.
Jackson Nally had a great game.
He said he was 4 for 6?
4 for 6.
With 2 touchdowns.
With 2 touchdowns.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good percentage.
Half your completions are touchdowns. So a lot of coaches will take that.
Indeed they will. But the folks over there at Jerry World would be happy to take that one. We're getting you ready for tonight's game, but we'll take a look back at the scoreboard from last week in our district. We mentioned that the Cardinals defeated the Greenville Lions 55-14. Lovejoy started off slow, but they turned it on and finished with a big win over Mesquite Poteet 48-7. Denison defeated these Princeton Panthers 48-24. And in a game that had a lot of implications for playoff seeding, the Crandall Pirates defeated the Terrell Tigers 26-21.
It's a very big game.
So there are other games tonight that have playoff implications, and we'll talk about that as we go along. We've been working on the bracketology for a couple of weeks. Who might the Cardinals face in the first round of the playoffs? We know it will be a team out of District 8 in Class 5A Division II. Remember, 4 teams from each district make the playoffs, and it's seeded 1 through 4. And number 1 out of a district plays number 4 out of the opposing district in what's called the bi-district round. Most people call it the first round, but officially the bi-district round. 1 plays 4, 2 plays 3, and then your 3 plays there 2, and your 4 plays there 1, etc. And there are our district standings. So as of now, your Cardinals are the number 1 seed. They are the defending district champions, having won 22 district games in a row. They are 8-0 on the season, 5-0 in the district, as are the Lovejoy Leopards. And remember, only your district games matter in playoff seeding. There are 8 teams, as you can see in our district. 4 of them will make the playoffs. Melissa and Lovejoy have already clinched playoff spots. Poteet is officially eliminated from playoff consideration. So those teams that you see, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, Crandall, Terrell, Denison, Greenville, and Princeton, are fighting for the 3rd and 4th seeds in our district. And Crandall helped themselves a lot last week with a victory over Terrell to get them to 3-2 in the district, as you can see. Terrell, Denison, Greenville all at 2-3. Princeton, our opponent tonight, 1-7 overall on the season, 1-4 in the district. And we are in week 10, which is game number 9 for all of these teams because they all had one bye week. So these 9 are the 9th games of the year for each team will have a lot to do with what the playoffs look like starting 2 weeks away. So Cardinals have Princeton tonight. They've got Lovejoy this coming Thursday evening in the regular season finale. And then the week after that, the playoffs will begin. And so our opposing district is District 8 out of East Texas. And the teams in that district are Texarkana, Texas High School, Marshall, White House, Longview Pine Tree, Nacogdoches, Hallsville, and Mount Pleasant. Now, those of you who are NFL football fans might be interested to know about White House High School in the state of Texas. And Ross, why would they seem to find that interesting?
Well, of course, I mean, Melissa played White House, so of course everyone's going to care about White House, but that does happen to be the high school of the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs, won a couple of Super Bowls. Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes from White House, Texas. And remember what we said, Ross, that grammar matters.
Right.
We learned that the Denison Yellow Jackets, 2 words.
Right.
Rockwall Yellow Jackets, 1 word.
Same animal or different? Same mascot, different mascot?
Oh, different mascot.
Different mascot, okay.
And remember, the Rockwall Yellow Jackets are orange.
Yes.
So Rockwall Yellow Jackets, 1 word. Denison Yellow Jackets, 2 words. White House, Texas, 1 word.
So they're kind of like the Rockwall, not Yellow Jackets?
That's correct, but we're talking about White House now.
Okay, now White House.
White House, that building in the nation's capital, that's 2 words.
Yes.
White House, Texas.
Is 1 word.
1 word. There you go.
And that would be the former playing grounds of Patrick Mahomes. That would be a few years before Melissa played them. Now Melissa didn't get to play Patrick Mahomes.
No, they did not.
You got to clear that up.
So
missed him by a few
the
years.
White House Wildcats, 1 word, are one of the potential opponents for our first round game. Again, there's 8 teams in our district. The Cardinals will be either number 1 ranked or number 2 ranked, and they're going to play teams out of District 8. And so as we've been working on the bracketology, that's the opponents we've been looking at. So you have the Melissa Cardinals in action tonight, and we are so glad you are joining us because the 1-7 Panthers hosting your Melissa Cardinals at 8-0. They are the favorite coming into tonight's game, and it's going to be an interesting ball game tonight here in Princeton, Texas. It's also going to be an interesting sports night over there in Arlington, Texas.
Arlington.
There happens to be a baseball game being played tonight.
That's true. As I had mentioned before, in the years past, I've asked, or you and Kenny have asked, who's going to win a championship first? The Mavericks, the Cowboys, or the Rangers? And I'm pretty sure you guys all agreed on the Mavericks, but you said, then last time when I mentioned this, you said, well, we have to wait and see if the Rangers beat the Astros. Now the Rangers beat the Astros. And now is your pick changing from Mavericks to Astros?
Oh, yeah.
It's already been changed?
No, not Astros. Rangers.
I mean Rangers.
Sure, Rangers. Yes, let's go Rangers.
Okay.
Let's go Rangers. So, ladies and gentlemen, our email address, as you know it, mcnr@melissaisd.org, mcnr@melissaisd.org. We want to hear where you are watching from or listening from tonight, who your favorite Cardinal is. You can say Go Black Knights because Army's in action tomorrow. And, of course, you're going to say, let's go Rangers. World Series gets underway tonight in Arlington. So, we have a great group of sponsors who bring us this broadcast, and we thank all of them for helping us bring you Melissa Cardinals football here in partnership with Game On Sports. And let's thank our first wonderful sponsor.
Discover the difference that comes from a financial partner committed to building better tomorrows. Management. I'm Scott Birmingham, Senior Vice President with Baird Private Wealth. As a provider of trusted financial services for the past 28 years, I am committed to making the future brighter for my clients and for our community. That's why I support local organizations like the Melissa Booster Club and the Melissa Cardinals. Because I care about Melissa, discover the Bear Difference at beardifference.com.
Thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors, and we have an early kickoff tonight in 20 minutes or so. It will be a 6 p.m. kickoff here in Princeton, Texas, and our friend from Victoria, Texas, decided she needed to get in early tonight, Ross, because she's been coming in second.
Yeah, I saw her at the game at halftime last week, and I had to inform her with the unfortunate news that she was second twice in a row. So it's understandable that she would want to claim
troubling for her.
Yeah, it was troubling.
Yes.
So she had to claim her title back.
She did, as our first.
What time was this one at? Was it like in the morning?
No,
was it AM?
No, it was in the PM.
PM's okay.
But 2 hours prior to kickoff.
2 hours prior.
Yeah.
2 hours prior to
early kickoff.
So
exactly.
that's really early.
Yes. Leslie Reddick Farrell, Michael Farrell, our friends in Victoria, Texas. They were at Coach Kenny Deal Stadium last Friday for the homecoming game, and they were at First Melissa for church, and it's great to hear from them. They're back in Victoria watching on the Melissa Cardinals Network. They say, go Cardinals, beat Princeton, and go Army, beat UMass, Massachusetts, the opponent at historic Mikey Stadium tomorrow afternoon. So we'll look for and we'll read some more of these emails that are coming in. mcnr@melissaisd.org, mcnr@melissaisd.org. We mentioned that this Thursday is going to be the district championship game and the opponent against Lovejoy. We'll talk a lot about that next week on the broadcast, of course. But Melissa had a big victory last year in Lucas, Texas. The Cardinals won 36-35, which led the Cardinals into the playoffs as the first seed. And Melissa played Hallsville from District 8 a year ago. Melissa was victorious in the first round over Hallsville, in the second round over Ennis. The game played at Wildcat Ram Stadium over there at Lake Highlands High School. They defeated Terrell, our district mate, in a rematch, and the game played at the Star in Frisco. And then we moved to the regional final, or what people call the fourth round, against the team that went on to win their second consecutive state championship, the South Oak Cliff Golden Bears. The Cardinals on the wrong side of the scoreboard over there at Choctaw, the former baseball house. Cardinals led 16-15 in that ball game. Unfortunately lost by a score of 30-16. And so we've been looking forward all year long to a matchup with Lovejoy, but there could be a rematch with Sauk later in the year as well.
And depending on the outcome of that Melissa Lovejoy game could determine if we face Sauk second round or fourth round. So whoever wins or loses that game, the loser will have to play Sauk most likely second round, and the winner will most likely play Sauk fourth round. That's why we faced Sauk fourth round last year, because we beat Lovejoy in the regular season finale. So next week's game will have lots of implications for playoffs, for regular season district champion, for the outcome and the opponents that we'll face throughout the playoff run. So next week will be a big game, set up the rest of the playoff picture.
Make sure you follow the Melissa Cardinals Network on Facebook. We'll be sharing all of the bracketology information, playoff information as we go along. So make sure you follow the Melissa Cardinals Network on Facebook. We're getting you ready for Melissa and Princeton tonight, but there is another huge high school football game in the area. It's going to be played down south of here when 7-0 Duncanville takes on 7-0 DeSoto in a rare situation. This is a district game.
Mm-hmm.
They're in District 11, 6A. These two schools are 9 miles apart from each other.
Okay, 9 miles.
In the same district.
Yes.
They're both 7-0.
Yes.
They are both ranked in the top 15 in the nation.
Wow, okay.
And they are both defending state champions.
Interesting.
Duncanville won the Division I 6A championship a year ago. DeSoto won the Division II 6A state championship a year ago.
Because they don't split apart into the Division I, Division II until the playoffs?
Until the playoffs.
That's how you can have a Division I and a Division II in the same district.
That's the way it works, only in 6A.
Yes.
That's correct.
6A.
5A and below, like the Cardinals are 5A Division II, the smaller schools bracket of 5A. The larger schools in Class 5A are in 5A Division I. But in 6A, you don't split until the playoffs. And that's only determined by which teams in your district make the playoffs.
Really?
Because if somebody makes the playoffs who has a smaller enrollment than you,
then you're now Division
you go
I.
Division I. If you're the larger enrollment or smaller enrollment, you'll go Division II, etc.
So 2 defending state champions in the same district.
2 defending state champions, 2 undefeated teams, 2 teams ranked in the top 15 in the nation, and they play tonight. Duncanville at DeSoto. Some great football going to be played down south of here in Texas high school football. We're joining you here at Princeton's Hendrick Stadium, and we're going to take it down to the field for a feature, and we'll continue our broadcast here with Game On Sports. You are enjoying a pregame performance by the Princeton High School Band here on the Melissa Cardinals Network. We're going to let you enjoy their pregame performance, and we'll be back with you in just a few minutes. We welcome you back live to Hendrick Stadium here in Princeton, Texas, as we get ready for a 6 p.m. kickoff tonight. It's an early show tonight here on the Melissa Cardinals Network, and the reason is because expected weather is going to come in. Now, there's a few Melissa Cardinal fans here in the stadium, including here in the booth, who are ready to go home after this game and watch some World Series baseball. So we'll all be happy if we finish early tonight and get home and watch some baseball. And the Mavericks, the undefeated Dallas Mavericks, are in action tonight. But the reason for our early kickoff, an hour and a half ahead of time, is to hopefully avoid some weather that is expected. And the good news is, according to the weather forecast, it keeps getting pushed later and later. So it'll be hopefully a chance to get a dry ball game in tonight here and get this district game completed, game number 9 of the regular season for your Cardinals, who are 8-0 on the season. And then everybody gets to go home and watch some World Series baseball. Your Texas Rangers and the Arizona Diamondbacks in action tonight in the beautiful new facility over there in Arlington, Texas. And the roof is going to be closed tonight because
the weather,
the rain. But the roof here at Hendrick Stadium is open.
It's open?
It is open.
They weren't able to close it for us?
They did not close it despite the threat of weather coming in. The roof is open here. The Cardinal fans have started filling in across the way on the visitor side. We're on the home side on the press box level number 4 here. The captains for both teams are making their way out to the middle of the field to visit with our referee tonight, who is Carl Davis. For the Panthers, you have number 8, Carl White, number 21, Giovanni Ayala, number 32, Nick Rodriguez, and number 20, that is Bryce Dade. For your Cardinals, you have number 2, Nigel Smith, and number 78, that is Owen Hollenbeck, number 7, Gunnar Wilson, and number 5, Jackson Ford. Jackson Ford was our offensive player of the game a week ago, and he joined us at the Dugout Sports Grill on Monday night at 5:30 p.m., as we do every week, to film our Cardinal Scoreboard show. And you're invited to join us this Monday evening at 5:30 p.m. And Jackson Ford was our guest, and he talked about his recruiting news that we're going to talk about later on in the ball game. Our referee, Mr. Davis, tells us that the Cardinals have won the opening coin toss, chose to defer until the second half. So Princeton Panthers will get the choice here in the first half, and they have chosen to receive the football. Princeton Panthers will go on offense first. They'll be going right to left on your radio dial, and Melissa will be defending the north end zone to your left as you are looking at the field tonight. Here comes the Cardinals coming through their road game tunnel. And we have Mr. Tunnel here in the booth with us. So,
Mr. Tunnel?
Yes, we do. So we'll have to have a conversation with Mr. Tunnel.
That might be a new title on the business
he has
card.
a lot of titles, actually, but Mr. Tunnel's what we're going with right now. But this is the road game tunnel, which is slightly less impressive than the home game tunnel. But we'll visit with Mr. Tunnel as we get closer to the action. And the Cardinals, as we mentioned, in the black helmets, black pants, white jerseys with the red numerals, and the home team maroon helmets and maroon jerseys for the Princeton Panthers tonight. Melissa, led by their head football coach Matt Nally, offensive coordinator Jason Russell, defensive coordinator Nate Hemsley. The athletic director for the Cardinals is Seth Stinton, and the principal of Melissa High School, Marcus Eckert, and the superintendent of schools, the big man himself, Mr. Keith Murphy, along with the deputy superintendents, that would be Robert Rich and Kim Bodeker. So it's time to get ready for football here in the Melissa Cardinals Network in partnership with Game On Sports. Welcome to the Melissa Cardinals Network in partnership with our friends at Game On Sports. This is Trey Graham, Ross Graham, John Graham here in the booth with us as well as your Melissa Cardinals are 8-0 at the home of the Princeton Panthers, 1-7 on the season. It is time for the national anthem as we get ready for an early kickoff, 6 p.m. kickoff here in Princeton, Texas. We're going to enjoy the national anthem and we'll come back with the starting lineups in the kickoff. You're watching the Melissa Cardinals Network. We are getting you ready for tonight's action. Your Melissa Cardinals and the Princeton Panthers tonight. It's time for your starting lineups, brought to you by Hearns Pest Control, where your pets are our problems. Thank you to Hearns Pest Control for bringing us our starting lineups tonight. Your Cardinals will be on defense first tonight. Nate Hemsley is the defensive coordinator. He runs a 3-4 defensive alignment. Nigel Smith, Hayden Solomon, and D.K. Abrams up front. Micah Finan, Grayson Donahoe, and Miles O'Neill are three of those linebackers, along with Gunnar Wilson. Rocky Dunn, Dalton DeBabney, Christian Turner, and Jared Patusek. Your defensive starters tonight, again brought to you by Hearns Pest Control. Cardinals won the opening coin toss, chose to defer until the second half, and so the Cardinals will be kicking off in just a moment. Put 12 minutes on the clock, no score on the scoreboard, and we are excited that we have a new feature for you tonight on the Melissa Cardinals Network. In a moment, you're going to get to hear from Morgan Alexander, our sideline reporter tonight, and you're going to get to hear from Morgan down on the field throughout the game tonight. The Cardinals will be kicking off. Nick Hernandez, big number 80, puts the ball on the tee at his 40-yard line. Cardinals are averaging on offense this year 53 points per game. They are allowing 18 points per game. And let's see what happens tonight when your Melissa Cardinals take on the Panthers. A short kick to the right side, fair caught by the Panthers. They'll go on offense first near their 30-yard line. No score, 12 minutes on the clock. It is playoff football time coming in 2 weeks. There's going to be a playoff atmosphere next week for a district championship game in the regular season finale. And it is game number 9 right here tonight for your Melissa Cardinals. The Princeton Panthers, led by their sophomore quarterback, number 15, Marcus Flowers, comes out with 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Flowers in the shotgun from the 31-yard line. He's going to hand the ball off going left and running right into Gunnar Wilson for about a 3-yard gain. First play of scrimmage tonight. And we are so glad that you're going to email in and let us know where you're watching from in the world. MCNR at melissaisd.org. MCNR at melissaisd.org. Would love to hear from you. Tell us who your favorite Cardinal is and say go Black Knights. Army's in action tomorrow. And go Texas Rangers. We're going to send it right down to Morgan on the field.
Thanks, guys. I spoke to Melissa head coach Matt Nally earlier this week, and he told me everyone is so fixated on the Lovejoy game next week. But he said, guys, relax. This game matters. If they want the playoff scenario that they want, they have to win out. And the rain could be a factor today. He kind of said it irons out the playing field. But if they come out physical and tough, it's going to be all Melissa for the rest of this game, guys.
Thank you, our sideline reporter, Morgan Alexander. We'll be hearing from her later on in the game. 1st and 10 Panthers after that first down run. They'll spot it at the Princeton 45-yard line. Trips left, shotgun, and another draw play to the right side, and a good open field tackle by Gunnar Wilson. The running back was Bryce Dade, and he's going to be stopped for no gain.
The outside linebackers for the Cardinals, that will be Miles O'Neill and Gunnar Wilson, will have, I would expect, a lot of tackles tonight. The Panthers like to run a lot on the outside, as we'll see. So look for the Wilson and O'Neill to have lots of tackles tonight.
2nd down, 10. Flowers is going to throw the football. It's going to be picked off by Gunnar Wilson, who's returning at 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. We do have a flag on the play. We have a pick 6 touchdown, but we do have a flag. Gunnar Wilson takes it to the house. We will wait for referee Carl Davis to explain what the foul was on the play.
The penalty marker is over there near where the interception occurred. It might be some illegal contact by the Cardinals defenders. We'll have to wait and see what he says.
Our officials tonight, Carl Davis, Damian Kaiser, Joe Baker, Derek Smith, Ryan McLemore, and Brandon Rusher. He waves off the flag, does Mr. Davis. Touchdown, Cardinals, and they get a pick 6 on the first drive of the game. And it is touchdown Cardinals, touchdown Gunnar Wilson on defense, and Nick Hernandez will come in for this PAT kick. Kick is up, and it is good. Cardinals lead 7-0. 1 minute, 17 seconds into the ball game. Thank you to Hollis Texas Style Barbecue for being our extra point sponsor. And here is a replay of the Gunnar Wilson pick 6. Flowers faked the handoff through to the right side, and Gunnar cut that route off, took the pick 6 to the house. Touchdown Cardinals. Thank you to Maria's Mexican Restaurant for being our replay sponsor. They are one of many great sponsors we have tonight, including
Hidden Grove. Looking for a beautiful RV park getaway? Hidden Grove RV Resort offers fishing, camping, and boating in the middle of a pristine Texas countryside. With our amenities, you will not need to go anywhere else. We can refill or exchange your propane tanks, and after exploring our hiking trails, you can relax by our resort-style pool and get some work done with our Wi-Fi. This vacation getaway is surrounded by lakes and trees, and you can also stay in one of our fully furnished cabins while you enjoy nature in North Texas. Check us out at hiddengroveresort.com.
Thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors. Another short kickoff and a fair catch by the Panthers, and the Cardinals D will come out for the second drive. And the first drive ended, of course, with the Gunnar Wilson pick 6. They'll spot this football at the Princeton 29-yard line. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, you'll see that is a huddle. Cardinals don't do that much. That's when a group of football players get in a circle and talk to each other, but the Cardinals usually refrain from doing so. 1st down and 10, trips right. Flowers throws to the right, and Christian Turner blows up that play. And it's going to be a backwards pass. Let's see. Christian Turner's going to take it into the end zone for... Ladies and gentlemen, we're waiting for the official to determine if that was a backwards pass and a free football. Cardinal coaches on the far sideline are calling touchdown. The referee says incomplete pass, and that's what the decision will be. There's no replay in Texas high school football. We may get a replay here on the broadcast, but the official call is an incomplete pass. Here is Maria's Mexican Restaurant showing us what happens. He throws it very close.
Not enough, though, to be an obvious behind
backwards
pass. So that I can understand that call, but that ball seemed to take forever to get there, and Turner had all the time to just... That's kind of a weird situation. Like, you can't hit him too early. You have to time it up perfectly. So great job by Christian, timing it up not too early to get pass interference or contact, but great play by Christian.
Flowers is going to run the stretch play going right and running into Hayden Solomon and other Cardinals. A short gain will bring up 3rd down for the Panthers. Grayson Donahoe was also in on that tackle. 3rd down and 7 coming up. Clock rolling, 2 minutes gone by. Cardinals leading 7-0. This is Trey Graham, Ross Graham, and John Graham joining you from Hendricks Stadium in Princeton, Texas. Here's a 3rd down play. Trips left, rolling left is Flowers. Squares up, throws his short pass, incomplete. In and out of the hands of his intended receiver, Montgomery Perkins. And so it's incomplete, 4th down, and Coach Chandler and the Panthers send the punt game out, which means Lincoln Dunn will be back to return this punt for your Melissa Cardinals.
It will be our first chance to see the Cardinals offense.
Clock stopped 9:46 first quarter on that incomplete pass. Huge splits by the punt team. The punt is going to be away by Jackson Watson. Good kick over the head of Lincoln Dunn, and it's going to get a big Princeton roll. And the Cardinals are going to start out with difficult field position. It's going to be down at the Melissa 2-yard line. We are here in the first quarter in the great state of Texas, and we do want to say again, as we've said now 3 weeks in a row, that we're asking you to join with us in praying for our friends in the state of Israel. The terrible terrorist attacks that occurred 3 weeks ago. Many, many innocent lives were lost. Many others were injured. We're praying for hostages to be released. So please join us as we continue to pray for the folks in the land of Israel. It's going to be 1st and 10 Melissa Cardinals at their own 2-yard line. Their first offensive play. They hand the ball off to Nate Adejoke, and he has a breakaway and a 1st down out to the 16-yard line. And we're going to thank another great sponsor.
Redding Concrete is a longtime proud supporter of Melissa ISD. Located right here in Melissa, Texas, Redding Concrete can service any of your commercial concrete needs. Call us today for all your commercial concrete needs at 972-547-6100. That's 972-547-6100.
Thank you to all of our sponsors. And on that 1st down play, Trevor Ham throws a strike on a post route to Carson Maynard. 1st down at the Cardinal 35-yard line. Hurry up mode, fake it on the handoff, throw it out to Nye, who'll catch the football and pick up 6 yards on the play. Cardinals offense out on the field, and the starting O-line, left tackle is Ryder Slayton, left guard Jake Brown, the center is DeMondre Tasby, the right guard Owen Hollenbeck, the right tackle Grayson Spann. On 2nd down and 4, Nate Adejoken is going to run it for a 1st down out to the 47-yard line. Adejoken comes into this game, 160 carries, 1,152 yards rushing, and 13 touchdowns on the ground. Ham throws it out, caught by Nye, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at the 44-yard line of the Panthers, bringing up 2nd down and 1. Trevor Ham has thrown for 1,622 yards with 28 touchdowns and 1 interception on the season. Trips left on 2nd and 1. Fake the handoff, throw the little stop route, and it's going to be another 1st down for the Cardinals. Jacob Nye has been busy in the first quarter, and he'll take it to the 34-yard line. 1st down Cardinals. They lead 7-0 on a defensive touchdown. This is their first offensive drive of the night. Nye is now split right. Jackson Ford tight end right. Ham fakes the handoff, steps up into the pocket, throws a seam route to Nye in the end zone, and a lot of contact. Incomplete pass will bring up 2nd and 10.
Good route running there by Nye. Just got good contact and good coverage there by the Princeton defender. Just wasn't able to find the route and the ball thrown by Ham, but great route so far. Great 3 catches in a row by him. He has a significant height advantage over that DB, so look to see Nye a lot more for the rest of the night.
Fake the handoff on 2nd down, throw it out, complete for a 4-yard gain. That catch was made by Cody Scanlon, and it will bring up 3rd down and 6 for your Cardinals. The Cardinals are going into a slight breeze tonight. handing off to Atajokin, and don't have to worry about a field goal because Nate gets a first down to the 20-yard line. 7.5 minutes to go first quarter. Cardinals already with a lead, trying to add to that. But we have an injury timeout on the field with 7:27 to go first quarter. As we let that young man get the proper medical attention, it'll give us a chance to thank another great sponsor.
Hey, Melissa Cardinals fans, looking for the ultimate game day experience? Look no further than the Dugout Sports Grill, located at the Z-Plex in Melissa, Texas. We've got new management and a new menu at the one and only sports bar in town. Catch all the action on one of our 16 TV screens while savoring mouth-watering food and appetizers. Whether you're looking to cheer on Melissa Cardinals or your favorite college or pro team, we've got you covered. Your victory celebration starts here. Check us out at dugoutsportsgrill.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Thanks to all of our wonderful sponsors. We also invite you to our church family on Sunday morning, another great sponsor for the Melissa Cardinals Network for 16 years in a row now, the First Melissa Church family. Go to firstmelissa.com to find out more. Join us Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. or 10:15 a.m. You're invited. On first down and 10 after the injury timeout, Trevor Ham throws it down to the end zone. It's going to be caught for touchdown Cardinals. Touchdown Carson Maynard.
Is that number 15, I believe, on the year?
That is number 15 on the year for Carson Maynard. And Cardinals lead 13-0. And here comes the man who caught the touchdown. Maynard is the holder for the Cardinals kicker, Jordy Vasquez, in the rotation of a trio of kickers. That one is up and good, and your Cardinals lead 14-0. Thanks to Hollis Texas Style Barbecue for bringing us our extra points. And we met Mr. Hollis, former Cardinals player, last week in the press box. The Cardinals lead 14-0. And we'll check a few emails. Our friends joining us via the radio network or the Game On Sports Live broadcast. You can email us, tell us where you are in the world, mcnr@melissaisd.org. How about Chief Kelly Davidson, Chief of the Melissa ISD Police Department, checking in tonight. So thank you, Chief Davidson. Garrett Bowen checks in, says, go Cardinals and go Nevada Wolfpack.
Wolfpack.
Yeah.
Go Wolfpack.
All right, another short kick, and it's going to be taken by the Panthers near their 25-yard line. Nick Hernandez with another kickoff. It's going to be the third drive of the night for your Panthers. Our friends from Cheney, Kansas, John and Sherry Nye, are enjoying the great night by their grandson Jacob Nye thus far. So thank you for checking in from the great state of Kansas. First and 10 Panthers. They're going to hand the ball off going right, and they'll pick up about 2 yards on that carry.
Jacob Wasserman was the first Cardinal there to tackle him.
Colin Craig, you see him right in the middle of the screen. Number 44 is in at linebacker. He was our defensive player of the game last week in the victory over Greenville. Second down, 8 coming up for your Cardinals. Flowers gets the play call himself at the sideline, hustles over to the huddle, and brings his unit to the line of scrimmage. Twins right, split left. Second down, 8. And he's going to run another draw play going right. And nice tackle there. That was Miles O'Neill as one of those. It'll be a gain to the 29-yard line, 3rd and 5. As we hit the 6-minute mark. Cardinals are 8-0. Princeton Panthers are 1-7. Melissa has clinched a playoff berth. Princeton is trying to keep their playoff hopes alive tonight. And Princeton will stay alive in the playoff race with a win tonight. Princeton will be eliminated from the playoffs with a loss tonight. Here's 3rd and 5. Flowers rolls left, squares up, throws it back across the middle of the field. It's going to be caught for a first down. Nice throw and catch. And that catch was made by Stoutenborough to the 39-yard line. First down, Panthers.
Tackle there by the safety, Landon Brando. He's going to play outside linebacker, and you're going to see him at safety. Right now, he's playing safety. Great job there on that tackle.
Brett and Tracy check in from Palmetto, Florida. They were at the home of Coach Kenny Deal Stadium last week. We got to meet them. They're cheering on Trevor Ham and the Cardinals. They say go Black Knights and go Fighting Irish. On the first down handoff, pickup of about 3 yards on that carry. Second down coming up for the Panthers. We got to meet Brett at the house that Deal built last week, because lots of our out-of-staters came home for homecoming.
It was homecoming. I mean,
yeah.
What else do you do on homecoming?
People from
it's not away
California. And
it's not home going, home leaving, homecoming.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I can't argue. Here comes a second down, 7 for the Panthers offense. Flowers fakes the handoff, straight drop back, throws it into traffic, incomplete pass. Good coverage there by Gunnar Wilson. Incomplete will bring up third down. 4:10 to go in the first quarter. Cardinals leading 14-0. We'll check the other scores in our district here in just a moment. And we're about 45 minutes away from World Series baseball. Third down, 7. Flowers drops back, sets up, throws it late, drops it off to his back out of the backfield. It's going to be a gain of about 6. He's going to be just short of the sticks. That pass was completed to Montgomery Perkins, and it's going to actually give him a great spot and give him a first down. Looked to be a little short, but they'll give him a new set of downs at the Panther 49-yard line, right below the big maroon and white Princeton logo, the artificial surface here at Hendricks Stadium. First down, Panthers hand the ball off, and Peanut, DK Abrams with that tackle. No gain on the play. Here comes a second down play. More folks that spent time in Melissa, but now they're back in other places. Norris and Tori Whitmore, the grandparents of the Dunns, are cheering on from Orlando, Florida, but they loved being at Coach Kenny Deal Stadium last week. Second down and 10. They're going to fake the handoff. Quarterback keeper. And on quarterback draw, they're going to run into Dalton DeBabney and Micah Finan. And Flowers on the quarterback draw will pick up about 3 yards. Third down, 7 as we're approaching 2.5 minutes to go. First quarter. Cardinals with that 14-0 lead. Hear the Panther cheerleaders down there. Third down, 7 coming up. We had an early kickoff tonight. Trips right, split left. Rolling right is Flowers. Throws it. Got a curl route in the middle of the field. Caught for a first down by Jordan Mosley.
Tackle there by Dalton DeBabney. Princeton was able to find the open spot in the Cardinals secondary and able to move the sticks. This has so far been their most productive offensive drive of the night, as they're already down to the 33 of the Cardinals.
The Cardinals will take their first timeout of this first half with a 14-0 lead. Just 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. We'll have a chance to thank another sponsor.
For all of your home construction needs, use Morales Custom Homes. an honest and trustworthy company who is committed to giving homeowners the experience they deserve, specializing in custom home builds, additions, and remodels. For your next project, call Victor Morales, your locally trusted builder, at 806-626-2045. Again, call Morales Custom Homes at 806-626-2045.
After the Cardinals take a defensive timeout, Princeton has the football, first down and 10 at the Cardinal 33. Melissa leads by 2 touchdowns here, and the Panthers are trying to get on the scoreboard. Sophomore quarterback Marcus Flowers leads his team to the line of scrimmage. First down 10 from the 33, and he's going to go toss sweep going left, trying to turn the corner, and a nice tackle there for the Cardinals by Miles O'Neill from the linebacker spot.
I mentioned the outside linebackers of the Cardinals are going to have a big night tonight. As we already saw on just the first drive, Gunner had a pick 6, and Miles has made several key plays. So it's going to be a big night for the Cardinals outside linebackers, containing the rush of the Panthers, and so far they've excelled.
It's going to bring up second down 10. No gain on that toss sweep. Richard Flatley joins us from Brookfield, Illinois, enjoying the game on the couch. Proud grandparents of sophomore Alexis Lakota in the color guard. Go Cardinals. Throw it out to the left side. It's going to be caught. Nice move there. And it's going to be a positive gain for the Panthers. That's Stoutenborough on the catch. And they're going to spot the football at the 25-yard line. 3rd and 2 coming up.
And that was DK Abrams all the way from the defensive line spot coming up to make that tackle on the last play.
Slash, punter, running back, defensive lineman, slash, homecoming king.
Homecoming king, yes.
Speaking of that, Ross, we're going to have to get a little homecoming news report.
Homecoming news report.
Because of all of us on the Melissa Cardinals Network, one of us went to homecoming last week.
Right.
Any breaking news?
No, the most exciting part was the anticipation behind who was going to win Homecoming King and Queen, and we announced that live on air.
That was on Friday. Then the whole thing on Saturday, all you people getting all fancy.
That was just celebrating the anticipation of who was going to win.
You mean all those people had a party because DK won the Homecoming King and JoJo won the Queen? Offsides defense will give the Panthers a first down. So homecoming dance was held.
It was at Melissa High School.
At the high school.
In the courtyard.
Outside in the courtyard. All right. Like sound, lights, movies, videos. Yeah. Was there like free popcorn or anything? Or
no, there was no food there.
No food?
No, but some of the assistant principals were watching the Duke and Florida State football game.
Ah, okay.
So, I mean.
Because Army's game was already over by then.
Right.
Okay.
Otherwise, that one's been on, of course.
First down and 10. The Flowers is going to throw it down the left sideline. That is incomplete pass. He had a man open, couldn't bring it in. Was Montgomery Perkins. Panthers had a chance to get on the scoreboard, but failed to capitalize. It'll bring up second down and 10. All right, so nothing super exciting to report.
No.
Good weather.
Good weather. Yes, it was nice weather.
All right. Shall we mention the nice young lady that you went with? Shall we mention her by name, or shall we not do so? She's probably listening right now, so she knows who she is.
She's probably here in the stadium.
Oh, she's probably here.
On the
okay. All right.
Mighty Cardinals.
All right. That's a short run for no gain for the Panthers there. All right. Do you have confirmation that she's here in the house?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. After the homecoming report from Ross Graham, now you have a 3rd down 10 coming up for the Panthers. Flowers in the shotgun, 2 receivers to each side, ball on the left hash, shotgun, trying to get the Cardinals to jump, and they do not. So he looks over to the home side to offensive coordinator Daniel Johnson, and they are choosing to let the first quarter clock expire. So at the end of one stanza, your Cardinals lead the home team Panthers 14-0. You are watching and listening to the Melissa Cardinals Network. This is Trey Graham, Ross Graham, John Graham here at Hendrick Stadium in Princeton, Texas. we're going to have a chance to thank another one of our great sponsors right here in partnership with Game On Sports.
Going to be tackling a yard project? Or got something bigger planned? Well, don't start without calling 811. You see, there are a lot of utilities buried underground. A call to 811 will help you avoid hitting a pipeline or cable. So we at Explore Pipeline encourage you to do yourself and your neighbors a favor. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
Thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors. Our score as the second quarter begins, Melissa 14, Princeton 0. Also in our district, Lovejoy leads Greenville 7-0, middle of the first quarter. They started early. The other folks haven't even started yet. Third down, 10, pump fake, throw it down the left sideline into the end zone. It's going to be an interception.
Jared
Pick off.
Patusik.
That is the Cardinals' second interception of the night. That is number 16, Jared Patusik. And he comes up with the pick in the end zone. It's going to be a touchback and a first down for the Cardinals. Here's a replay. You see Flowers with a bit of a pump fake here, right there. Patusik does not bite on it, tracks the ball, goes up, brings it in, and let's make sure they spot him at the end zone. They do. It is touchback. First down 10. Thanks to the golf cart guy for being our replay sponsor here in the second quarter. And Trevor Ham's going to hand the ball off on first down. Connor Betts with the carry, and he will take it to the 33-yard line. It's going to be first down Cardinals. Just underway, second quarter. Thanks for emailing in, mcnr@melissaisd.org. Love to hear from you. We'll read some more emails in a few moments. We started early tonight. It was a 6 p.m. kickoff. It was scheduled, of course, for 7:30. Moved up an hour and a half, hopefully, so we can all get out of here before the bad weather comes. And the Princeton Panthers have some substitution issues. The young man came into the game and left the game and came into the game and then left the game. And now he's in the game. So now somebody else has to come out, and now they're doing that. So Princeton has a substitution now all squared away, and we can run first down and 10. And Trevor Ham hands the ball to Betts going left. He's following the block there of Hollenbeck, and it'll be a very short gain. Second down Cardinals. 1 minute into the game. And yes, since you're asking, the Black Knights of Army, America's team, they are in action tomorrow, hosting UMass, University of Massachusetts, tomorrow at historic Michie Stadium. Connor Betts on the second down handoff will pick up about 3 yards on the carry. And as we've already said, World Series baseball is here in Texas. And the undefeated Mavericks are in action tonight. Panthers jump, but get back. Trevor Ham will reset the play on third down and 7. Trips right. One receiver left is Kennedy Brantley. Ham takes the snap, straight drop, has time, and now he's going to go down for a sack. That was Nick Rodriguez, sophomore linebacker for the Panthers, that will shut down that Cardinal drive and force a punt. And here comes defensive end / running back / punter / homecoming king / peanut, D.K. Abrams. Cardinals successfully executed a fake punt a week ago. This is a regular old punt, and it's a good kick. With the wind at his back, taken at the 25-yard line, being able to turn the corner, and he's going to pick up a nice return out near the midfield stripe, but we have a flag on the play. We have 2 of them, as a matter of fact.
It's most likely going to be a block in the back or a hold called against the Panthers, so it'll likely come back to about the 25 of the Panthers.
Our referee is Carl Davis.
Marking on the 19 of the Panthers.
Mr. Davis agrees with Ross Graham. Block in the back will back up the Panthers. First down, Princeton offense at their own 19-yard line. 9.5 minutes to go until halftime. Cardinals with a 2-touchdown lead. Two receivers left, one right. They're going to run a bootleg right, throw it into traffic, and Christian Turner's right there to knock down the receiver, Montgomery Perkins, and it will be a 2-yard gain.
It's going to be a hold called, though, against the Panthers. It's going to wipe out that short pass.
Referee looks over to Matt Nally on the far sideline to ask if he wants to accept or decline the penalty. Coach Nally will accept the penalty. Half the distance mark off, back to the 9. It will be 1st and 20. Panthers break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. Two receivers to either side. Ball's on the right hash. 1st and 20. Flowers, the sophomore, is going to hand the ball off and goes nowhere.
It's actually going to be a loss of a yard. Loss of about a half yard. Good stop by the defensive line and the linebacker core of the Cardinals. It's going to be 2nd down and 20, 21. Panthers are definitely a much slower offense than the Cardinals, as Mr. Flowers comes and goes from the huddle every single play to get the play call. Much different than the Cardinals.
Hand the ball off going right on 2nd and long, and again the Cardinals run D shuts it down. Peanut was in the middle of that one.
As well as Gunnar Wilson on that last tackle.
And let's send it down. Morgan, do you have something for us?
Thanks, guys. Yeah, I spoke with Trevor Ham earlier this week, and obviously we can see his impact on the field, but it's the preparation that he's put in off the field that you guys don't see. He expressed to me that when he transferred in here from McKinney, it wasn't an easy road for him. It's a completely different culture. But he'll tell me one thing, that this culture is family, and that's what has allowed him to have success. He said at his previous school, they say it's family, but it wasn't. This coach believes in every single player on this team, whether you get every single snap or you don't touch the ball at all, and that is what has allowed him to succeed here at Melissa. Guys.
Thank you, Morgan. We bring it back here to the booth. It was a completed pass, but a short gain, and it's punt time for the Panthers. They'll be punting out of their own end zone.
Great stop there on that last play by Jared Patusi. Got a big hit and held the Panthers to only a 2-yard completion, so now we're going to have Lincoln standing in the opposing territory already for this punt.
Good rush, but the punt is away, and Lincoln takes it at the 42-yard line, and he'll pick up just a few yards on that return. Cardinals will have great field position, but a flag comes in.
It's probably going to be tagged on to the additional 15 yards for a face mask called against the Panthers, as Lincoln was being taken down to the ground on that last return. So the Cardinals should start with this ball around the 26 or the 24.
We've already mentioned that there was a bunch of folks that joined us for homecoming last week in Estadio de Deal from Florida and other places. And Jim and Gwen Benson came to Texas from the state of Washington. And it was great to have them in Melissa, Texas. They are the grandparents of Coaches Hamilton, Ryan and Casey Hamilton. What a super facility. Wow, they said. So much fun being there in person. Go Cardinals. Well, so great to have you. Glad you're back in the state of Washington. 1st down and 10. Hand the ball off on this first play of the drive. Adejokin will pick up 5 yards. Thanks to everyone who's emailing in tonight. mcnr@melissaisd.org. mcnr@melissaisd.org. Halfway through the second quarter, Melissa leads 14-0, and they're threatening here. Give it to Adejokin again, who will pick up a 1st down They'll spot him right on the 10-yard line. It will be 1st and goal, Cardinals.
So far, the Cardinals have not faced any opposition to the run game, so look to see that continue the rest of the night as well.
Fake it to Adejokin. Trevor Ham throws it to Carson Maynard. Can't bring it in the back corner of the end zone. Incomplete pass. Brings up 2nd down. And goal from the 10-yard line.
Carson went up there with one hand and nearly was able to catch it, but just too far, just out of the grasp. Just out of his grasp. It's coming up 2nd down and goal now from the 10.
Nye split right. Maynard and Dunn are left, and Dunn's in motion now on 2nd and goal. And they're going to run Adejokin, and he'll pick up 2 yards. 3rd and goal coming up. Definitely in field goal territory for any of the 3 kickers. Did you see Sham down on the field earlier? I did not.
I did not see any of the kickers. I was not interacting much with the kickers,
so we're not,
I can't confirm nor deny.
We don't know what color Sham's shoes are tonight. All right, here comes 3rd and goal from the 8, and they're going to run Adejokin down to the 5-yard line. 4th and goal at the 4.5, and we'll see what Coach Nally chooses to do. So far, the base offense stays out there as we approach the 5-minute mark, and we're going to have
a timeout called by the Cardinals.
Their 2nd of the half with 5:18 to go in the 2nd quarter. Cardinals leading 14-0, and we'll have a chance to thank another great sponsor.
George James Realty is your Melissa hometown realtor. For the past 30 years, George has been proud to call Melissa home. Whether you are considering buying a new home or a pre-owned home or selling, George is a realtor to call. George has been voted one of the best realtors in the DFW area, and more importantly, he has helped many of your friends and families find their home in our wonderful community. Call or text George at 214-536-9994 or email George at g.james79@sbcglobal.net. That's 214-536-9994. It's a great day to be a Melissa Cardinal.
Thank you to George James Realty. After the Melissa timeout, the base offense is out there on 4th and goal from the 5-yard line. Interesting formation, and they're going to throw it out to the right side to Lincoln Dunn on an easy little out route. Touchdown, Cardinals. Touchdown, Lincoln Dunn. Cardinals lead 20-0. The 8-0 number 1 ranked Cardinals lead 20-0, and here he comes.
I think he was listening and figured he should
make an
answer
appearance.
Your question.
Yeah,
right. So now the answer we know, it's white shoes for now.
For now,
2 white shoes, 2 white cleats.
2 matching shoes. Sham McGregor, one of the kickers, the lefty, and we never know what shoes he's going to wear, but he often mixes it up, and he always makes his PATs. There's Sham McGregor with a PAT. Thanks to Hollis Barbecue for the PAT, and the golf cart guy brings us this replay of the touchdown. Easy throw and catch. Trevor Ham to Lincoln Dunn. Touchdown, Cardinals. And Cardinals lead 21-0.
Nick Hernandez is going to come on for this kickoff once again.
He'll put the ball on his 40-yard line. Cardinals going right to left on your radio dial here at Hendrick Stadium in Princeton, Texas. Trey Graham, Ross Graham, John Graham joining you. And John, did you indeed deliver the brownies next door? Did they eat them before you even left the room? They were probably all gone before you even left the room. Okay. Yes, the Cardinal coaches next door. There's all kinds of food, but somehow the brownies are the favorite over there. Nick Hernandez will kick it to the right. Short kick, fair caught by the Panthers. Princeton will take over on offense, trailing by 3 touchdowns. 5 minutes, 12 seconds to go until halftime. And it's going to be an unusual halftime here. we may have the Princeton band perform tonight. The Cardinal band is not in the house tonight for the reason of?
They are practicing, I believe, in preparation for their band performance tomorrow. They are back home in the indoor facility in Melissa.
Getting ready for a big Mighty Cardinal band performance tomorrow on Saturday. On first down, Flowers is going to fake the handoff, keep it to the right side. He's going to be able to get all the way to the sideline, and he'll pick up 9 yards on that quarterback lead play. Second down 1, Panthers at their own 41-yard line. Number 0, Brando, right there, checked in at the linebacker spot. Flowers, the quarterback, was escorted out of bounds by number 4 right there, Christian Turner. Flower gets the play call from the home sideline, takes it over to the huddle. Panthers come out, 2nd and 1 coming up. Flowers has trips right to the short side, looks right. He's going to pull it down and run the football and pick up a first down.
That was DK Abrams able to stop him. There are some yellow hankies coming on the end of this play. Might be called a late hit on Flowers.
The run was enough for a first down to the Panther 44. Now we'll await the penalty. It is a personal foul against the Cardinals defense, which will mark off 15 yards. And give the Panthers good field position at the Cardinal 41-yard line. Do you know who's throwing out the first pitch tonight at the World Series?
I do.
You do?
That would be a former president.
That would be George W. Bush, former owner of the Rangers. Handoff going right and picking up positive yardage for the Panthers, Bryce Dade. You're the owner of the Rangers, then you're the governor of Texas, and then you're president of the United States. That's 3 pretty good jobs in a row.
So when the Rangers call you, which one's on the top of your business card in terms of the priority?
I'm pretty sure president
outranks, outranks the owning of their own club?
Former owner. Former governor, former president.
Right.
Laura's husband.
Right.
Yeah. Mr. President.
Mr. President, okay.
There you go. All right, 2nd down 5 for the Panthers offense. Twins to both sides. Hand the ball, and they'll pick up 1 yard. Bryce Dade does. 3rd down coming up for the Panthers. 3:48 and counting until halftime.
Gunnar Wilson on that last tackle.
Mike Osili checks in. Says, go Cardinals. He's also says, roll Tide. So, Alabama's in action tomorrow in the SEC, of course.
Has Alabama re-jumped into the top 10?
Well, I have to ask Mike about that one.
I'm not sure. I don't follow the Crimson Tide very much, but I do know that they were in the top 10. They fell out of the top 10 for the first time in a very long time. But I don't know if they have re-entered into that top 10 or not. I believe they have.
Well,
I think Jalen Milroe, is that his name? I believe so, the quarterback. I believe he's
from Texas.
From Texas, right?
Yeah.
He's playing pretty well over there for the Alabama.
All right. As far as I can tell, Alabama's not in action tomorrow. I'm sure Mr. Mike can tell us for sure about all things Roll Tide. But as far as I can tell, number 1, Georgia plays at Florida. Number 3, Ohio State at Wisconsin. Number 4, Florida State at Wake Forest. Number 5, Washington Huskies at Stanford tomorrow. And Army Black Knights in action, of course. After the delay, here comes 3rd down 4 for the Panthers from the Cardinal 35. And they're going to run end around, coming to the right side and picking up a first down. And dragging him out of bounds is Micah Finan. First down Panthers as they take it to the Cardinal 27. 3 minutes to go until halftime. Cardinals pitching a shutout right now. 21-0 is our score. Break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. First down, 10 Panthers at the 27 of the Cardinals. 2 receivers to either side, ball on the right hash. Hand the ball off to Dade, and he'll break a couple tackles, take it all the way down to the 18. It'll be 2nd and 1. Nice burst there by the running back, senior number 20. Cardinals use their 3rd and final timeout here as we have 2:47 to go until halftime. Melissa leading 21-0. And we want to thank all of our wonderful sponsors, including
Red Carpet Realty rolls out the red carpet for all of your real estate needs. We help you achieve financial success by selling high and buying low. Call 972-343-8987. That's 972-343-8987 today for more information, or visit redcarpetrealtyusa.com. We want you to be our next MVP. Let's go Cardinals.
Thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors. After the Cardinals timeout, Panthers have the football. 2nd and 1 at the Melissa 18-yard line. They are in field goal range at this point in time. Here comes a 2nd and 1 play. Trips left to the wide side. One running back is Dade next to Flowers. Flowers is going to throw the football, and he's going to throw it over the head of his intended receiver, Mosley, and there is a flag.
It's going to go against the Cardinals on this play. It's going to give the Panthers a first down.
Cardinals called for defensive holding, which is an automatic first down. So the Panthers' best drive of the night continues.
They're going to be all the way down at the 9 of the Cardinals. Be 1st and goal for them from there.
2:43 to go until halftime. Cardinals have a 3-touchdown lead, 21-0, and they have used all their timeouts. And Dade's going to take the handoff at the tailback spot all the way to the 6-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
That was Gunnar Wilson, Jacob Wasserman, and Orrin Abel there for the first Cardinals to get contact there. Orrin Abel and Logan D. Moore had checked in at defensive line on the last play. Now DK Abrams and Hayden Solomon have checked back in.
2nd and goal from the 6 as we have 2:10 and counting. First half. Panthers break the huddle. Splits to both sides. Wing back, tailback is Dade. Stretch play, fake the handoff. Flowers throws it into the end zone, and it's an incomplete pass. That was intended for Gavin Hamilton, their senior tight end. Incomplete pass. 3rd and goal from the 6 coming up.
Good coverage there by Rocky Dunn, and I believe the pass hit the Panther right in the face mask, so difficult catch. Good coverage there by Rocky. It's going to bring up now 3rd down and goal for the Panthers from the 6.
All right. We're going to give you a Bama update here in a moment. After we have a 3rd and goal from the 6. Cardinals trying to keep the shutout alive. Trips left, and we're going to have a Princeton timeout with 1:54 to go until halftime.
Let's hear about Alabama.
Mr. Asili checks in and says Bama's currently ranked number 9 in the AP poll.
So they did jump back in. I thought I had seen that.
They do have a bye tomorrow. They play LSU at home next Saturday. And LSU played last Saturday, and that was a difficult game for the Black Knights.
Yes.
Black Knights were the underdog against LSU, and it was a tough night for the Black Knights.
But to be fair, I mean, it's hard for anyone to go into Baton Rouge. They're not in Baton Rouge.
They are,
Baton Rouge.
yeah,
It's
Death
hard for anyone
Valley.
to go into Baton Rouge and win, so.
And Army didn't.
Army did not, but
No.
that happens.
But,
It's bounced back
yep, it
against
was.
UMass.
Indeed.
not quite the same
the
atmosphere.
scheduling from LSU to UMass for the
Right.
Black Knights, there's a little difference there, yes. And we're in historic Mikey Stadium.
Of course, so it's even better environment than
Exactly.
Baton Rouge.
That's true. It's tough to go to Death Valley and win. 3rd and goal from the 6. Flowers after the Princeton timeout. Pump fake, throws it into the pylon. Is going to be touchdown Panthers, and they get on the scoreboard. That is Jordan Mosley with the catch, and Princeton now trails 21-6. President George W. Bush threw out the first pitch, and guess who his catcher was?
Who would that be?
That would be Hall of Famer Pudge Rodriguez.
Wow, they had to bring in the best of the best.
Maybe one of the best catchers ever. Best arm for sure. Pudge Rodriguez, Ivan Rodriguez. And the PAT for the Panthers is up and good by Watson, and the Cardinals now lead 21-7. So George W. Bush throws the first pitch opening night of the World Series to Pudge Rodriguez. World Series about to get underway over there at Arlington.
Maybe the next time the Rangers are in the World Series, they'll invite you or I to do it. Throw out the first pitch.
Well, I have attended a World Series game for the Rangers, which they haven't played many of them.
That's true.
I attended a game, but I did not throw out the first pitch.
Right, but I mean...
Or any pitch.
I mean, they already picked president, former owner of the Rangers, so former president, former owner of the Rangers.
So,
now they have
the
to go,
play-by-play guy, the Melissa Cardinals, is the next guy on the list?
We don't know who's on their draft board.
That's true. I didn't know that the pastor of First Melissa and the broadcaster for the Melissa Cardinals Network.
I mean, I don't think either of us would be opposed to it.
Well, no, if you want to, I mean, I work on Sundays, but otherwise, sure, I'm available. I'll throw out the first pitch. All right, here comes the Panthers with a kickoff from their own 40-yard line, 1:49 to go in the half. Cardinals leading 21-7. This is going to be a short kick taken by the Cardinals at the 30-yard line. Coming up the hash is Betts out to about the 38-yard line. And we have a yellow hanky on the field with 1:44 to go. Cardinals have no timeouts remaining. And let's see what referee Davis has to say. By the way, if you are looking for us, Princeton's kickoff team was offside, so they're going to re-kick the decision of Matt Nally. I was saying, if you're looking for us about this first pitch at the World Series, the email address is mcnr@melissaisd.org. It's easy to find us.
We never know how many of the Rangers upper level management is listening to us right now. So
Well, I mean,
unless they email in,
they're at the ballpark. I mean, we're watching them at our game.
so they're probably watching.
So they're
us
watching us
game.
at their game. You
There we go.
understand? That makes sense.
I mean, because they already got Bush marked off. Now they have to go through the list and see
That's
who's going to
true.
be next.
So, Chris Young, you know, whoever's out there, we're watching you from our game. You'll watch us from your game. mcnr@melissaisd.org. All right, back them up 5 yards. So the Panthers will kick off from their 35-yard line. Another short kick. This one taken to the Cardinals' right, caught at the 36, and out past the midfield stripe. Good return by Nye to the Panther 46-yard line. 1:37 in the half. Cardinals have no timeouts, a 2-touchdown lead. And let's see how aggressive Coach Nally wants to be. Guess what? Another flag on the play. It's going to be a personal foul penalty against the Panthers, which will give the Cardinals 15 yards and put them in great field position at the Princeton 30-yard line. See if the Cardinals can put some more points on the board before the halftime break. Ada Jokins at the running back spot next to Trevor Ham as they come out. 1st and 10 from the 30 Bunch right tight. Split left is Maynard. Ham in the shotgun. Toss sweep going right to Adejokin, who makes a man miss, breakaway, and he's going to be taken down inside the 5-yard line, 1st and goal. From the 30 down to, they'll spot him exactly at the 5. 25-yard quick run there for Adejokin, 1st and goal. Now the Cardinals have plenty of time. 1:20 and counting. And they're going to have a false start penalty called against the Cardinals. So 1st and goal from the 5 becomes 1st and goal from the 10. After the penalty, reset the offense. Twins right, split left, wing left. And the Panthers jump, and the officials call the play dead, so we may just
go back to where we were.
Yeah, it's like it never happened.
And the difference is 30 seconds ran off the clock.
For Cardinals, that's good news. All right, Mr. Davis.
That's been 2 weeks in a row whenever there's been offsides against the opposing team of the Cardinals, but the officials blow their whistles very quickly, and so the Cardinals aren't able to get off a free play.
All right. Everybody's ready to play except the ref. There it is. There's the 5 yards. So back 5, up 5. Forget all that. 58 seconds until the halftime break. 1st and goal from the 5 for your Cardinals. Again, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Ham looks to the slant route. Easy throw and catch. Carson Maynard. Touchdown Cardinals. His 2nd of the night. And his 16th of the season.
That's about as easy as a slant route Carson will ever get. He had no real coverage there. An easy 5-yard touchdown completion. Touchdown reception for Carson.
Nick Hernandez this time on the PAT. And this one is up and good. Cardinals lead 28-7. 54 seconds to go. All right, Ross Graham, since you're pals with those kickers down there, here's the replay of that easy throw and catch. Slant route caught by Maynard. Touchdown Cardinals. It is 28-7 is our score. Since you're pals with all those kickers down there, here's your scouting assignment.
Okay.
How does the rotation work? That's what you're going to be assigned to go find out.
Sounds good to me.
Because every time we have a PAT, we get a different kicker.
That's true. How do they know which one?
Yeah, I mean, is it self-appointed? Are they drawing straws over there on the sideline? Is it rock, paper, scissors?
Right. And I thought you were going to mention, so I'm friends with a lot of people on the team, and I can even say that there's been some people who've tried to suggest the game, saying, "Man, did you pick him? You should have picked him." So I'm saying, like, I've been incentivized to try to pick people for. I thought that's what you were going to mention.
No. It's an interesting point, but the ball's on the ground as the Panthers fumble the kickoff, and the Cardinals think they have recovered it, and they have. So the Cardinals get the football right back with 50 seconds on the clock. 1st down from the 24 of the Panthers. So you're right. You've gotten some lobbying.
That's true. After the game, I was told by a particular Cardinal man, Jason Ananobi, he had a great game. He had like a 12-yard sack.
It wasn't from Jason Ananobi.
It wasn't from Jason. It was from one of Jason's friends.
Yes.
I mean, Jason was there sitting next to him and I. But he said, "Man, you should pick Jason." So there's definitely a little. They're trying to support each other.
There's an agent representing them. Okay. 1st down from the 24. Ham rolls to his right and throws it late on the sideline and is going to be out of bounds. Intended for Lincoln Dunn, but he was not in the field to play. 2nd down coming up. So your assignment is to research, interview, investigate. How does the trio of kickers determine who gets that extra point?
I guess the same thing it goes with the kickoffs and the field goals as well, huh?
Hernandez does most of the kickoffs.
That's true.
He does probably 90% of the kickoffs. But the PATs, it's a constant rotation.
That's true.
So is it who has the coolest shoes?
Possibly. Who's closest to the coach at that time?
That's true.
Who's in shouting distance?
Jersey number order?
True. Could be alphabetical order.
Alphabetical order?
Drawing straws.
Somebody just runs out first?
Yeah, whoever gets there first.
Yeah.
First come, first serve.
I'd like to know the answer. All right, second down 10 from the 24-yard line. Wing left, split left, twins right. Ham looks left, throws a post route for Carson Maynard, and it's going to be touchdown Cardinals. Carson Maynard's third of the night. Easy throw and catch. Ham to Maynard, and the Cardinals are putting it on the Panthers. 34-7 is the score, and the muffed kickoff comes back to hurt the home team. All right, so here's Jordy Vasquez on the PAT. Hernandez had the last one, right?
Right.
And now Jordy Vasquez is up and good, 35-7, thanks to Hollis Texas Style Barbecue for bringing us our PATs about this trio of kickers.
I don't think Hollis knew they were going to have 3 different kickers every time.
Here's the touchdown throw from Ham to Maynard. Replay brought to us by the golf cart guy. Nice grab there by Carson Maynard. Touchdown Cardinals. So, you know what? Not only do these kickers rotate, and I'd like to know why, I bet these kickers think that Hollis Texas Style Barbecue sponsors the kickers.
That's true. I mean, who says they don't?
Well, I assume Mr. Hollis says they don't.
That's true, but I mean, you can believe what you want. I mean,
sure. I mean, they must feel like they have their own sponsor.
It's true. I mean, we don't really have like a tight end.
We don't have a tight end sponsor. No,
we don't have a left tackle sponsor.
We don't. We don't.
Extra points.
Yep. Nick Hernandez with the kickoff, and it's going to be fair caught with 37 seconds to go. And let's see what head coach Irvin Chandler of the Panthers chooses to do in the final minute of the half. They're about to get underway over there in Arlington, Texas. Top of the first coming up. Arizona Diamondbacks and your Texas Rangers in the World Series. Speaking of baseball, we haven't heard from our Hall of Famer yet in this game, Coach Russell Sr. Here's first and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Toss sweep going right. And Micah Finan was one of those early Cardinals there. The carry for the Panthers was by McCoy. Clock rolling. Cardinals have no timeouts left. Panthers have one. And doesn't look like they're going to choose to run another play in the last 10 seconds here. And the clock is going to run out here in the second quarter. We're going to go to halftime with the Cardinals leading 35-7. And the first pitch is underway there in Arlington. Eovaldi's on the mound for the Rangers. Cardinals lead 35-7. And halftime has happened before kickoff was supposed to happen tonight, as with this early kickoff tonight. And we're going to go down to the field with our sideline reporter, Morgan Alexander.
1 second, guys. He's giving a very heartfelt pep talk right now to this team. So we're going to grab him in just a quick minute.
All right, Morgan, we'll come back down to you in a moment. There's Matt Nally in the middle of the huddle. And when Morgan says a heartfelt speech, that's pretty redundant. When it's a Matt Nally speech, it is a heartfelt speech. So Morgan's endeavoring to grab Coach Nally for an interview. And Morgan, take it away.
All right, Coach, you guys have put up 35 points in the first half. What is working for you offensively against this Princeton defense?
Once again, the offensive staff doing a great job, calling great plays, and the kids executing. Trevor's throwing the ball so well, and our kids are making plays. You can't ask for much more.
Defensively, what adjustments are you making going into half? They had a chance to come down there and make a step on third down. You just couldn't do it. What are you making at halftime to help make those plays come second half?
We're just going to have to execute the game plan. They did some things that have put us in a bad situation, and we tried to adjust as the game is going on, but we're going to have to get on a whiteboard and really let the kids look at it and move forward.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you to Morgan and Coach Nally. We are at halftime. Our score is Melissa 35, Princeton 7. Your Cardinals are 8-0 on the year, trying to go to 9-0 and getting ready for that expected district championship game next Thursday evening at the Dealatorium as the Lovejoy Leopards come to town on Thursday evening. Remember our email address, mcnr@melissaisd.org. We got lots of emails to check in with. mcnr@melissaisd.org. Larry Wright says they're watching the game from Weatherford, Oklahoma. They too were in Melissa last week, so thanks to Larry and Debbie. Also, the Esmeralda and Manginelli families are watching the game live from Walt Disney World. They refuse to miss a game. Good luck, Cardinals, and good luck, Mighty Cardinal Band, tomorrow in their marching competition. Because, Ross Graham, what else would you do at Walt Disney World but watch Melissa Cardinals Network?
Absolutely.
Darren Thompson, one of the Melissa ISD school board members, checks in. Says grateful to be able to watch the Cardinals and their daughter, senior cheerleader Dylan Thompson. And he's joining us from Hilton Head, South Carolina. Which, again, there's nothing else to do in Hilton Head besides watch Melissa Cardinals football. Mark Berman checks in from Palos Verdes, California. Rosemary and Mark Berman cheering on their daughter-in-law, head trainer Allie Berman. Says, let's go Cardinals. And Aunt Olga cheering on Ryder Slayton from Merced, California. So thank you to Miss Olga. So lots of folks checking in, mcnr@melissaisd.org. We'd love to hear from you. And it's time to check our scores from our other district games. Again, 2 of the 4 games started early tonight. Well, actually, it's complicated.
It's complicated.
Yep. Crandall and Denison haven't kicked off yet.
Okay.
Melissa and Princeton are at halftime. Greenville is trailing Lovejoy 21-0 late second quarter. Terrell and Mesquite are delayed.
Delayed.
They are.
That's being played
in Terrell.
In Terrell, okay.
Terrell leads 16-7, but the game is delayed at this point in time. So the Princeton Panther Band is setting up for their halftime performance. The Mighty Cardinal Band is not here in the house tonight. They are preparing not only to perform in a marching band competition tomorrow, they are hosting it at the Dealatorium. And as I was there this afternoon, they were setting up traffic guides.
Traffic guides, okay.
Band this way, bus this way, visitor parking, home parking. They were band competition signage.
Signage, that's important to have.
Yeah, that's what they were up this afternoon. As you said, they're practicing today in the Championship Center, and they'll be performing tomorrow. I wonder how they're going to watch the Army-UMass game.
What time is the competition at?
Well, I think it's pretty much all day, so
right.
They're going to have to figure out. I mean, that's why DVRs exist.
I mean, I think if you host it, you can probably adjust the
just
schedule.
Just pause it.
Yeah,
okay.
Or just let another team go while the game happens.
There is that really big scoreboard.
Right, and or the film room if they're in the indoor.
Yeah, but there's a really big scoreboard there at the house that Deal built, so
that'd be perfect for it.
You can put Army-UMass up there as well. Our email address, mcnr@melissaisd.org, and we're going to thank another great sponsor.
Hutchins Plumbing and Air Conditioning is your proud Melissa Cardinal sponsor, serving Collin County since 1975 and providing you with experienced professionals with quality service. They offer upfront pricing before the job is done and a 2-year parts and labor warranty on repairs. There's no overtime charges, 24-hour emergency service, and a live operator. Visit our website at hutchinsinc.com for more information, and if you need service, mention Cardinal Nation to receive 15% off your repairs.
We do thank all of our wonderful sponsors, and we're going to give you a moment now to listen and enjoy the Princeton High School Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Panther Pride Marching Band. The band is directed by Jason R. Smith, Matt Pinnon, Jeremy Diaz, Alan Gray, Benny Cordell, with assistance by Michael Roman and John Parks. Color guard instructor is Michael McGee, with assistance from Melissa McClure and Jan Staley. The band recognizes the outstanding support of the Band Booster Club, and Princeton ISD official sponsors are the Cowboy Church of Colorado County and the law offices of Armando A. Nunez. A very special thank you for your kind attention and have a wonderful evening.
Welcome back to Princeton, Texas. This is Trey Graham and Ross Graham joining you on the Melissa Cardinals Network in partnership with our friends at Game On Sports. It is halftime. Your Cardinals leading 35-7. You just enjoyed a fine performance by the Princeton High School Marching Band. And we're about to get underway here in the second half. Cardinals with a big lead, looking to go to 9-0 on the year and stay #1 ranked in Class 5A Division I football. And Ross, our sponsor, Explorer Pipeline, is going to help us talk about the recruiting pipeline. And there is some recruiting news this week about our Offensive Player of the Week from last ball game, and that would be some news coming from Jackson Ford.
That is true. Jackson Ford has reopened his commitment process. He's open and he's looking for offers now when he's deciding where he's going to be attending college next year and where he's going to play football at.
He was committed to the University of Oregon, and he has, as they say, opened up their recruiting pipeline. And recruiting is open for Jackson Ford. So thank you to Explorer Pipeline for being our sponsor of our recruiting update. And Explorer Pipeline says, dig deep and finish strong. Wishing you a safe and championship season. Explorer Pipeline, your partner in safe and reliable refined petroleum products pipeline transportation. Wants to remind you that safety is in your hands. Every dig, every time. Call 811 before you dig for any of your outdoor projects this season. So again, thank you to Explorer Pipeline. And let's take a moment and look back at some of the highlights from our first half. On the first drive of the ball game, Flowers threw it out, and it was intercepted by Gunnar Wilson, the future Oklahoma State Cowboy. Talking about recruiting pipeline, takes it to the house for a pick six. And here was a very close to a backwards pass, but a great pass breakup by Christian Turner. And now Trevor Ham is going to throw it into the end zone, caught by Carson Maynard, one of his 3 touchdown receptions. And there's Miles O'Neal with a nice open field tackle. Another highlight for your Cardinals defense, Flowers with the pump fake and Patusek with the interception in the end zone. And here is a little touchdown pass, little drag route behind the offensive lineman. Lincoln Dunn able to scoot through there untouched for a touchdown. Here's a nice Nate Adejokin 25-yard run, took it all the way down to the 5-yard line. Nate Adejokin has 110 yards rushing in the first half. And there's a slant route touchdown to Maynard, and now a post route touchdown to Maynard. Touchdown Cardinals. They lead 35-7 as the third quarter is getting underway. Cardinals coming out of the locker room, finishing their warm-ups. As there's a conversation on the field right now with our referee Carl Davis and Princeton's head football coach Irvin Chandler. And Ross, you were down there with me before the game. We met briefly, Coach Chandler. He's a big fella, and I shook his hand. Just about broke my hand.
That's true. He does have a bigger hand than me.
And a strong hand.
And a strong hand, yes.
Yes, yes. He is a big dude, and he has a serious handshake. And now the referee, Mr. Davis, and the 2 head coaches are having a discussion. There's Tate Kirk, number 15, Cardinals' number 2 quarterback, warming up. We will undoubtedly see him in the second half. The question is, will we see him to open up the second half. Rangers so far put 2 runs on the board at the bottom of the first. So Coach Chandler and Coach Nally have finished their chat with referee Davis, and we assume this is a conversation about when and if there will be a running clock in the second half, but we have no footing. Cardinals lead 35-7. We did mention there's a lot of interesting college football games on tap. Number 6 Oklahoma at Rock Chalk Jayhawk Go KU. Tulsa Hurricanes at your SMU Mustangs in the city of Dallas. South Carolina at Texas A&M. Jimbo Fisher needs a win. If our friend Doug Zatto is listening, he knows better than anybody that Jimbo needs a win. Speaking of Doug Zatto, we invite you to join us Monday evenings at 5:30 p.m. at the Dugout Sports Grill at the Z-Plex. Every Monday night, we record the Cardinal Scoreboard Show. You're invited to join us for dinner on Mondays at the Dugout. Make sure you subscribe to Melissa ISD on YouTube so you can watch every episode. Make sure you follow the Melissa Cardinals Network on Facebook. You'll get all the latest news and notes about your favorite team. And we've had 12 minutes on the clock and a lot of chatting going on for a while here, but no official announcements have been made. We will see when and if we're going to get into a running clock mode. It is almost time for kickoff on a normal night. It's 7:28 Central Time here in the great state of Texas, and Cardinals were supposed to kick off at 7:30, but kickoff was moved up to 6 p.m. Hoping to get out of here before some bad weather rolls in. The Cardinals come out of their tunnel here as the second half is about to get underway. Thanks to those who are emailing in, mcnr@melissaisd.org. mcnr@melissaisd.org. Love to hear from you. Our good friends Scott and Misty Humphreys checking in from the comfort of their couch, she says. Sally Green enjoying the Cardinals and her favorite player, Carson Maynard, who does have 3 touchdown catches on the night. She's joining us from Holly Lake Ranch. The Cardinals won the opening coin toss, chose to defer until the second half, so they have chosen to receive here in the second half. They will defend the south end zone. They'll be going right to left on your radio dial as the Panthers will kick the ball off, trailing your Cardinals 35-7. And the breeze has picked up as the weather is approaching. This kick is into the wind. It'll be taken by Christian Turner at his 12-yard line, coming up the left hash at the 20, at the 25, and he'll take it just past the 30-yard line. First down, Cardinals. And let's see what kind of substitutions we have on the first drive of the second half. Cardinals have clinched a playoff spot. Princeton will be eliminated from playoff contention with a loss tonight.
Looks like the base offense is going to come back out with all the starters for the Cardinals, at least for this first drive.
Trevor Ham at quarterback with Nate out of joking. Fakes it to Nate, throws it out to the right side. Caught by Lincoln Dunn, gets a good block downfield, showing some of that track speed. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Cardinals, touchdown Lincoln Dunn. And that would be 68 yards to the house.
Great block there by Jackson Ford. The far sideline for the Cardinals, and Lincoln was able to get a hole and get a seam and show off his speed. And quick, easy touchdown, first play of the drive, first play of the second half for the Cardinals, and already another touchdown on the board for the Cardinals, and they're up now 41-7 over the Princeton Panthers.
Remember that debate we had in the last ball game about who the fastest guy on the team was, and a lot of people said it was Lincoln Dunn, and there he showed off that speed. 68 yards to the house. Cardinals now lead 42-7 on that PAT made by Sham McGregor. Thanks to Hollis Texas Style Barbecue for being our replay sponsor. And the golf cart guy brings us the replay of this one-play touchdown drive. You throw it for 1 yard, and it goes in the books as a 68-yard touchdown pass because nobody can catch up to Lincoln Dunn.
He heard you last game, and he wanted to prove his speed to you.
I wondered if there's been a chat about that.
So he had to settle any debates right there.
And we're going to take it down to the field to our sideline reporter, Morgan Alexander.
Thanks, guys. Well, you can see it's been an offensive clinic today. And earlier this week, I spoke to Sam Houston State commit Carson Maynard about this game. And I asked him, I was like, is this a trap game for you guys? And he told me absolutely not. And he kept bringing up one thing. And it was his freshman year when they lost a game in the 3rd round to Paris. He said that is something he does not want to talk about. And it's definitely not going to happen this year. Guys.
Thank you, Morgan. After that short kickoff, it's a fair catch by the Panthers, and they will come out with the football, and they'll take over, trailing your Cardinals 42-7. They're going to spot it at the Princeton 31-yard line. 11.5 minutes to go, just underway in the 3rd quarter, and we are not in running clock mode at this time. First down, 10. Twins to both sides. Flowers rolls right. Lose yardage.
DK Abrams on that stop for loss right there is going to be a 5-yard loss for the Panthers. Big play there by DK. Great wrap-up tackle there, and force now a 2nd down and long behind the chains for the Panthers.
Jerry Finson checks in. And he is an avid Cardinal fan, and he's the father of Michelle Austin of Melissa ISD. Says, thanks, you guys doing a great job bringing the game to all of us at home on YouTube. So thank you, sir. Can't wait till he says we beat Lovejoy next week. Another loss on the play as the Panthers run the football. Will bring up 3rd down and long.
Sure enough, that was DK again. 2 straight tackle for losses there. It's now going to bring up 3rd down and a long 3rd down. Call it 3rd down and 17 for the Panthers.
Clock rolling, 10.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Cardinals are trying to go to 9-0 on the year and win district game number 23 in a row. And the Texas Rangers in action. I bet there's some people at home with 2 screens open, Ross. There's a 3rd down and long, little slant route caught for a 5-yard gain. Will still make it 4th and 12, and the punt game comes out for the Panthers. That's Jackson Watson, the punter, coming out, and it's a 3 and out on the first drive for the Panthers, and the Cardinals offense will come back out on the field. And Lincoln Dunn, who just had a touchdown catch, is the punt returner.
So far, a great start to the second half. The Cardinals came out on offense, had 1 play touchdown drive, and then now they forced a 3 and out, keeping the Panthers behind the chains and about to get the ball right back.
It's a high snap. Watson brings it down, and he's going to get a very short punt. And it's going to go out of bounds at the 26-yard line. That is -2 on the punt. It's not very often you get a minus before your punt yardage. So that's a tough one for Mr. Watson. And so the Cardinals get great field position, leading 42-7. The Cardinals came into the game averaging 53 points per game on offense. And let's see what they do tonight. We're going to have a bunch of substitutions. Tate Kirk.
No, that's going to be Jackson Ford at that quarterback.
Wow, there it is, Jackson Ford, number 5. I thought that was a 15 for a moment. Jackson Ford at the quarterback spot, and he's going to throw it out to the left side. It's going to be caught by Gooseby, who's checked in at a receiver spot. One of our most talented Cardinal basketball players, Austin Gooseby. Jackson Ford playing quarterback here.
Before he moved here from Tennessee, he was in fact a quarterback.
He was indeed, until he became a 6'7" tight end. Jackson Ford throws this one into the end zone. It's going to go up and be an incomplete pass.
Intended for Kennedy Brantley on that last go route.
That's a pretty tall combination from Ford to Brantley.
That's true, and you don't hear the combination of Jackson Ford to Austin Gooseby very much either.
No, we haven't said that one often. Here's a 2nd down and 10 play. So Trevor Ham, his night might be finished. Jackson Ford's going to fake it to Betts and keep it himself, and he's going to take it all the way down to the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. And so our Division I tight end recruits playing quarterback, 1st and goal, and give it to Betts going right, makes a cut, and he's going to push it to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, 8:45 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. So when I thought we were going to get a quarterback change, I didn't think that one was coming.
That's true. We haven't seen that one yet this year. I was wondering if we were going to see that because Jackson had told me, I think he even posted it on X, that,
which the whole world calls Twitter.
Which the whole world calls Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's the 2nd and goal play before you get there, and give it to Betts, and he's going to take it just back to the 2.
He said that he's still on rankings for top quarterbacks in Tennessee, and he keeps responding saying, hey guys, number 1, I'm in Texas. Number 2, I'm not a quarterback anymore. And number 3, I'm going to go be a Division I tight end. So he was honored and flattered to be atop the top quarterbacks in high school in Tennessee, but that's just not him anymore.
That would be a little bit of fake news coming out of Tennessee recruiting.
It's just misunderstanding.
3rd and goal from the 3, trips right, hand the ball to Peanut, DK Abram, touchdown Cardinals.
It's hard to tackle that guy.
There's the slash. There's the defensive end / running back / punter / homecoming king. Touchdown, DK Abrams.
Might be the hardest to tackle backfield you can find right there.
Yeah, because you can't catch Nate and you can't tackle DK.
And I was even meaning Jackson Ford lined up next to
Peanut
that's
right
true.
There.
I mean, I don't know how well you can bring that duo down either.
There's a few pounds in that combination as well. All right, now the rotation of kickers continues. Nick Hernandez. This kick is up and good. Cardinals lead 49-7. Thanks to Hollis Barbecue for being our extra point sponsor. And we're going to thank another great sponsor.
Are you looking for a reason to smile this season? Visit Melissa Dental and Orthodontics, where their passion is providing you and your family with the personalized, gentle care that you deserve. Dr. Allen and his team offer a full range of oral health care, from general and restorative dentistry to cosmetic options and orthodontics. Their state-of-the-art facility is conveniently located off Sam Rayburn Highway in Melissa, where they are ready to see your smile today. Go Cardinals.
Thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors. I will invite you to join me this Sunday morning and the rest of the Graham family at First Melissa. Sunday mornings 9 a.m. or 10:15 a.m. Great ministries for all parts of your family. Go to firstmelissa.com to find out more. After the Peanut touchdown, Hernandez will kick off. It'll be taken by the Panthers at their own 21-yard line. And Christian Turner was there first. And then Donahoe will finish him off, and the Panthers will take over. 7:35 to go, 3rd quarter. We are not in running clock mode. Cardinals trying to win their 23rd district game in a row. One of our youngest fans, this would be Miss Mallory Peel, checking in via her email coordinator. And remember, we did prove that there were junior-sized mums last week.
That's true. We learned something new.
That Miss Mallory Peel was sporting last week. 1st down 10 out of the pistol formation. And the Panthers go nowhere.
That was Gunnar Wilson and Alex Ruiz, the first Cardinals there at the bottom of the pile to stop the Panthers for no gain.
Your Cardinals lead 49-7. And we're going to check our district games, because again, some of them have
Lovejoy just kicked off, huh?
Some pretty interesting playoff implications. And Lovejoy.
Oh, wait, no, that was
no. They started early, but Denison and Crandall just kicked off recently. And Terrell and Mesquite Poteet are still delayed. Flowers throwing it out to the left side. It's going to be intercepted for the Cardinals. And the run back at the 20, at the 10, down inside the 10. First and goal, Cardinals.
Rocky Dunn from the safety spot for the interception. That's the Cardinals' third interception on defense. Jumped that route perfectly. Followed the eyes of Flowers. The Cardinals are now going to have the ball already in the red zone yet again. Great defensive spot. Great defense at play there on the interception by Rocky Dunn.
First and goal, Cardinals from the 4-yard line. And they already lead 49-7. Lovejoy, just starting the second half, leads Greenville 21-7. Here's the interception. LaCour Family Foundation bringing us this replay. And there was a great pickoff by Rocky Dunn and a nice return down to, they're going to spot it at the 7-yard line now is where the line of scrimmage is. And now we actually have a quarterback playing quarterback. That would be Tate Kirk with the handoff to...
That was Connor Betts.
Betts, who will take it down. It's going to be second and goal. So we had a quarterback playing quarterback, then we had a tight end playing quarterback, and now we have a quarterback playing quarterback. Second and goal from the 1. Give it to Betts again, and he's going to be stopped at the half-yard line. We'll make it third and goal as we've reached the halfway mark of this third quarter. Cardinals lead 49-7. We've got Tyler Montgomery, Kennedy Brandt, Austin Gooseby are trips left. Tate Kirk is the quarterback. Betts running back. Tate Kirk rolls left, throws left. Touchdown Cardinals, caught by senior number 14, Kennedy Brantley. And there you go, hang half 100 did the Cardinals. They lead 55-7. Here comes the PAT from Jordy Vasquez on the continual rotation of kickers that Ross is going to endeavor to figure out how that works.
Absolutely.
Carson Maynard is the holder. Snap is back, the kick is up, and it is good. Cardinals lead 56-7. They came in averaging 53 per game, and the average is going to go up tonight. Thanks to Hollis Texas Style Barbecue for bringing us our extra points, no matter who the kicker is. And here, the LaCour Family Foundation gives us a replay. Tate Kirk rolls left, throws left. Kennedy Brantley with an easy touchdown catch. Cardinals lead 56-7. We just told you that Lovejoy leads Greenville 21-7 as the third quarter begins. Denison leads Crandall 7-0, just underway in that game. And Crandall will clinch a playoff berth with that win, or berth with a Melissa win over Princeton.
Got it.
So I think we can go ahead and confirm that Crandall's going to be making the playoffs. This is a short kick. The Panthers take it at their 22-yard line, and Jacob Nye was in on that tackle on kickoff coverage, along with Micah Finan. First down, Panthers. So, two teams in our district have clinched a playoff berth coming into tonight. That would be the Melissa Cardinals and the Lovejoy Leopards. And it looks like Crandall will clinch a playoff berth, thank you to the Melissa Cardinals. Because Melissa's win tonight, which we are anticipating, will eliminate Princeton from the playoff contention. First and 10, Panthers from their own 30-yard line. I formation, Flowers is under center, reverse out, hand the ball off, and going nowhere are the Panthers. That carry was made by Bryce Dade, and he will lose. But they're going to call a defensive offsides. So it'll be 1st and 5 for the Panthers, and it's like that play never happened. 4:44 to go, third quarter. Cardinals lead 56-7. Thanks to those who continue to email in. Say go Black Knights, go Texas Rangers. It is MCNR at melissaisd.org. MCNR at melissaisd.org. Hand the ball off on 1st and 5, and it will be a first down for the Panthers as Dade picks up 6 yards. They'll spot it at the 41 as we hit the 4-minute mark in the third quarter. Cardinals lead big. Chris and Tony Mallory checking in from South Dakota. So we're going to have to do a little measurement on who's going to be the longest distance listener or viewer tonight. First down, 10, hand the ball to Dade. He goes nowhere. Alex Ruiz in on that tackle. We've got South Carolina, we've got Florida, we've got California, we've got South Dakota. So we pretty much got north and east and west. Nobody from Mexico.
Right.
So we don't have South really covered. But we've got the state of Washington, true.
True.
So they may be in the lead.
Yeah.
They've won it before, you know.
That's true.
Mr. Gump won it last week because it's hard to beat Japan. Here's second down, 10. And fake the handoff, rolling left is Flowers. Has time, throws it deep down the middle of the field, and Christian Turner was the closest player there. Incomplete pass. And stops the clock. 2:50 to go in the third quarter. We are not in running clock mode. And we started early tonight, so we are going to finish early tonight. People can go home. However, we are now running the clock on an incomplete pass. So who knows what the official status is, but at least the guy down the hall thinks it's a running clock mode because it is running. Here's a third down and 10 play. Twins to both sides. And Flowers rolls left. Throws it, curl route is going to be caught for a first down into plus territory for the Panthers at the Cardinal 47.
Good job there by Flowers, rolling left and finding the open receiver, able to cross into the Cardinals side of the field as he tries to put some points on the board for his team.
We're approaching 100 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Trips right, split left, shotgun. First down Panthers, who trail 56-7. Flowers throws it out to the right flat, and a good defensive play. The ball comes loose, and the Cardinals pick it up, and there's a breakaway. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Cardinals, touchdown Landon Brando with the scoop and score. Touchdown Cardinals on the defensive side.
Cardinals now have over 60 points on this game through only 3 quarters. Great play there by Landon. Great awareness, picking the ball up and returning all the way down for about 50-yard return.
Scoop and score for number 0, Landon Brando.
Cardinals now have 3 interceptions, one of those being a pick 6, and now a scoop and score as well. Great job getting takeaways for the Cardinal defense tonight.
And there is a chat down on the field. Mr. Carl Davis, our referee, in the white hat. Deliberating. There's Coach Chandler in the headset, head coach of the Panthers. The guy with that world-class handshake I told you about. All right, he said an unsportsmanlike conduct foul on both teams. And the Cardinal coaches are asking why it was not or will not be a touchdown on the Landon Brando scoop and score. We do not have a explanation of that yet. And we don't know where the ball's going to be spotted yet. The officials are chatting down on the field as the Arizona Diamondbacks have gotten on the scoreboard over there in Arlington, game 1 of the World Series. All right, Mr. Davis and the rest of the guys in stripes. Now they're talking to Coach Nally across the way, trying to explain. Is it a touchdown for Landon Brando or not? And it's appearing not. Now our umpire is going to spot the football somewhere. Now they're going to spot it at the Cardinal 46-yard line. Melissa football, first down, but no touchdown for your Cardinals. So it is a...
So it couldn't have been a dead ball penalty is what that means. Because if it was dead ball, it would have applied to the kickoff. Is that correct?
Well, it was offsetting. So why did you stop the play is the question we're asking. Is, yes, it had to be a live ball, but if it was dead ball, that would have been after the touchdown. But no touchdown. Cardinals still lead 56-7, and Jackson Nally comes into the game. And on his first play, he throws a pass out to the right side for Tyler Montgomery, complete for 8 yards. And more extracurricular activity is beginning. And that's the danger in a 56-7 district game against your rival. Jackson Nally had 2 touchdown passes a week ago. They're going to actually give him a 9-yard gain to the 45, but we're going to have a stoppage in play here. It's going to be 2nd and 1 on the Jackson Nally completion, but we have more officials chatting. And now we're ready to play in the final minute of the quarter. Jackson Nally at quarterback. He's going to throw it again deep down the right side for Kennedy Brantley, caught for a first down. And Cardinals rush up to the line of scrimmage. They're going to spot it at the 21 of the Panthers. Cardinals have first down there, and now he's going to hand the ball off, and going to the ground is Bishop Curry, who's checked in at the running back spot. And the Cardinals will let the last few seconds of the quarter expire. So at the end of 3 stanzas, your score: the Cardinals 56 and the Princeton Panthers 7. 1 more quarter to go here in Princeton, Texas at Hendrick Stadium. And we're going to take the chance to thank another sponsor.
A Melissa Cardinal since birth, and now serving the area for all of your real estate needs, residential or commercial. Trust Skylar Ammons to get you to the end zone of your next real estate transaction. Call or text today, 469-667-8456. That's 469-667-8456. Skylar Ammons is with the Brooks team, rematched Four Corners McKinney, and a former Cardinal athlete herself, and is now a proud sponsor of Melissa Cardinals Athletics.
Thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors. You're invited to join us Monday night, 5:30 p.m. at the Dugout Sports Grill for the weekly edition of the Cardinal Scoreboard Show. As the 4th quarter begins, Cardinals offense has a 2nd down and 13 from the 24. Jackson Nally throws it down the right sideline. It's going to be an interception for the Panthers, picked off by Devin Muava. And it's first down Panthers, and the Cardinals' first turnover of the night. And as we change to the Cardinals D, we'll thank another great sponsor.
Hello, Melissa Cardinals. Melissa Pediatric Dentistry specializes in high-quality dental care for the little smiles that matter most. Dental visits can often feel overwhelming and scary for parents and kids alike, so we've decided to splash in some fun at Melissa Pediatric Dentistry. We combine dental care in a kid-friendly environment with no pressure, judgment, or scary language. Dr. Andrew Heath welcomes children of all ages, including medically compromised and special needs patients. Come learn, grow, and smile with us.
We have a Cardinals timeout on the field. 11:44 to go in the ball game. Cardinals lead 56-7. Cardinals are going to go to 9-0 on the season, setting up that district championship showdown next Thursday. Remember, Thursday night kickoff next week. All 8 teams, all 4 games in our district will be played on Thursday evening of next week. Now, Princeton will take over after the interception. First down and 10 at their own 8-yard line. And Flowers has gone all the way at quarterback. And he's going to fake the handoff, keep it himself, and go nowhere.
Colin Craig on that tackle. The defensive player of the game from a week ago. Big hit, no gain for the Panthers.
I assume you gentlemen down there are going to start deliberating your offensive and defensive players of the game. Have to check the John Graham stat board down there to see what's needed in terms of your deliberations. The handoff for the Panthers, again going nowhere. Third down coming up. Romeo Garcia, one of the tacklers there.
Third down and 9 from their own 9 for the Panthers, as they look to put some points on the scoreboard for the first time in the second half. There's Doomy Gatson, the Cardinals defensive back right there, number 21.
Assuming Trevor Ham's night is finished, he's going to be 10 of 13 passing for 133 yards, and of your 10 completions, 5 of them are touchdowns. It's a pretty nice night. Flowers on 3rd and 9 is going to run the football and be stopped short. Looks like it's about to be a punt game here for Coach Chandler and the Panthers.
Luke Damel at defensive line right there on that last tackle, forcing only a gain of 2 yards for the Panthers, as they are going to now punt from their own end zone.
Nate Adejokin's going to finish 8 carries, 110 yards. That's 14 yards per carry. Touchdown catches, 2 by Lincoln Dunn, 3 by Carson Maynard, 1 by Kennedy Brantley. Snap is back, no rush. The punt is away, and it'll be fair caught by Tyler Montgomery at the Panther 49-yard line. So last week versus Greenville, 4 Melissa players threw 7 touchdowns to 5 different players. So we have right now 6 touchdown receptions to 3 different players, thrown by 2 different players.
Still very impressive and interesting. Not quite as much as 4 different quarterbacks throwing touchdowns, though.
But we're getting there. All right, Tate Kirk's in the game at quarterback. First down and 10 at the Panther 49-yard line. They're going to hand the ball off going right. That is Bishop Curry on the carry. And it's a gain of 6 on the play. Second down, 4 coming up. And they're going to hand the ball to Bishop Curry again. And a very short gain will bring up 3rd down as we're under 9 minutes to go in this ball game. 3rd and 3 coming up for the Cardinals. And John Graham, are you lobbying and deliberating for the players of the game down there? Here's a 3rd and 3 play. Tate Kirk trying to get the defense to jump, and they do not. Senior Bishop Curry is the running back. There's the snap, and fake it to Curry, and Kirk will keep it himself and run the football to the 40-yard line. It will be 4th and 1 coming up. Fourth down 1, and the base offense stays out there. Peyton Porter's at a receiver spot. Hunter Mortensen is at a receiver spot. Jake McDowell is at an O-line spot. Reese Carter at the left tackle spot. Tate Kirk with 5 receivers. It has a flag down. He's going to run the football. Tough run. And he pushed the pile himself and might have gotten enough for the first down. But we're going to have a flag on the play. There's our referee, Carl Davis. It's a holding call against the Cardinals, but Coach Chandler of the Panthers will decline because the Cardinal run was short of the sticks. Ball goes over on downs, and the Panthers will take over. 7.5 minutes to go in the game.
We want to say thank you to the teachers, administrators, leaders, and parents who are creating a better future for our students. We believe that who you work with matters. That's why WRA Architects is proud to sponsor the Melissa ISD Athletic Booster Club and the many students it serves.
First down and 10. Panthers on the stretch play going right. Flowers will hand the ball off, and Dade will take it for a 4-yard gain. 7:20 and counting in the ball game. Cardinals are going to go to 9-0 and win district game number 23 in a row to set another school record, which they set last week at 8-0. Now 9-0 will be the best season start in school history. Here's a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Pistol formation and 2 receivers left. Snap the ball, throw it left, and that was Tate Kirk from the safety spot. There's Doomy Gadsden, and coming in on that tackle is Antonio Sparks. All right. It's going to bring up 3rd down and a foot. Nope. They're going to give him, well, Chain Gang needs to decide. Okay, they're going to call it 1st down at the midfield stripe. 6:20 to go in the ball game. And everybody's going to get to go home early tonight. Thank you, Lord. The weather has held off. Pro right. And it's a sweep right by Dade with a gain of 3. So we're going to get out of here early. We're going to be ahead of all of our district mates in action tonight. They have resumed play in the 2nd quarter. Terrell leads Mesquite Poteet 16-7. And Lovejoy leads Greenville 35-7, 3rd quarter. Denison leads Crandall 14-0, late 1st quarter. There's a penalty against the Cardinals D. 1st down Panthers. And let's take it down to Morgan.
Thanks, guys. So earlier this week, I talked to head coach Matt Nally about this Melissa team, and he told me something is different this year. I know last year they kind of came up short, but this year the team gets along. They believe in the scheme, and they are dialed in. And that's half the battle. He said they crave the success of one another, and that's hard to find in high school kids. Guys.
Thank you, Morgan. It's a toss sweep going left, and the Panthers will pick up none yards on the play. And we have 5:20 and counting in the ball game. And Ross Graham and John Graham are deliberating, negotiating, discussing, debating, chatting, signaling about who our offensive and defensive players of the game will be. On 2nd down and 10. Flowers is going to throw the football in traffic, incomplete pass. Coverage there by Colin Craig. And you're listening to the Melissa Cardinals Network in partnership with Game On Sports. And let's thank another sponsor.
Since 1955, Steel Fab has been committed to providing our customers with quality structural steel fabrication and construction at competitive prices. Steel Fab believes in doing the right thing and treating our employees and customers with dignity and respect. Regardless of how big or small your next construction project is, Steel Fab is dedicated to provide you quality and support on every job.
Thank you to all of our sponsors. Flowers rolls right, throws right into traffic, and will be caught for a first down. So as we're looking at bracketology, Cardinals again have clinched a playoff spot along with Lovejoy. The district championship and the number 1 seed will be determined next Thursday at the house that Deal built. We said with this Melissa win over Princeton, Crandall will clinch a playoff berth with this loss by Princeton. But Crandall is losing to Denison. So Crandall could lose the game tonight and still get a playoff spot because of the Cardinals' victory, as the Panthers hand off on 1st and 10. If Denison wins, then Greenville is eliminated. So Crandall would get a playoff spot with Melissa's win. Terrell, we're waiting to figure out what's going to happen to them. They're leading Mesquite Poteet. And so Denison, it's getting weird in the bracket here. Here's 2nd down and 8, and there's a ball on the ground, and the Panthers fall on it with 3.5 minutes to go in the game. So we are going to officially say congratulations to senior quarterback Trevor Ham for being our offensive player of the game, going 10 of 13 passing for 133 yards and 5 touchdowns on the season. Trevor came into this game with 28 touchdown passes on the season, which gives him 33 touchdowns and only 1 interception on the year.
That's a pretty good touchdown to interception ratio.
I keep telling you, Jerry Jones would pay $40 million a year for somebody to have 33 to 1. 3rd and 12 coming up for the Panthers. Flowers is going to scramble, throw it into the end zone. It's going to go up for a grab, and touchdown Panthers. And they get their score on the board here in the second half. It's now 56-13. And remember, the average score of a Cardinal game coming in was 53-18. So it looks like the Cardinals might better it on both sides tonight. 2:38, clock stopped on the touchdown pass. So we will invite Trevor Ham to join us on Monday evening at 5:30 p.m. at the Dugout Sports Grill at the Z-Plex as our offensive player of the game. And here comes the two-point play opportunity coming up for the Panthers. Flowers is going to throw the football, looks to the left side, incomplete pass, and two-point play is no good. Our score remains 56. We did tell you that the Black Knights are in action tomorrow at historic Michie Stadium. UMass in town. And every time we play UMass, Ross Graham, I have to ask you, do you remember who the most famous athlete in UMass sports history is?
Who would that be?
Not the most famous football player, the most famous athlete in UMass football history. Do you not know? Have you not been listening all these years?
I have. Just slips the mind right now.
Really? You're not up to speed on UMass sports history?
No, but I don't know much about the state of Massachusetts in general, to be honest.
Have you ever been there?
I have not been to Massachusetts.
I don't think you have.
No, I have not.
Well, the greatest athlete in the history of UMass sports, that would be the guy named Julius Erving.
Yes.
Dr. J.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
And in honor of Dr. J, let's thank another sponsor.
Prime IV McKinney specializes in IV hydration and vitamin therapy. Our skilled and medically licensed staff will give you a full evaluation prior to your IV infusion. Our drips are specifically formulated with rich vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and amino acids, which will dramatically increase energy, boost your immune system, decrease inflammation, aid in muscle recovery, provide migraine relief, and much more. Come see us at Prime IV in McKinney on 380 to look better, feel better, and perform better.
Thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors, and we'll invite you again to First Melissa this Sunday morning, 9 a.m. or 10:15 a.m. Go to firstmelissa.com to find out more as your family is joining us tonight. The fair catch will be made by the Cardinals, and they're going to take over on the fair catch. So congratulations to Trevor Ham for being our offensive player of the game with 5 touchdown passes. And congratulations to DK Peanut Abrams for being our defensive player of the game. John Graham has him with 9 tackles, 1 sack, and 1 tackle for loss as slash defensive end slash punter slash running back slash homecoming king. Jackson Nally in the game at quarterback with 2.5 minutes to go in the game. And he's going to hand the ball off to Bishop Curry, who has a nice gain out to the 45-yard line. First down, Cardinals. So our offensive player of the game, Trevor Ham, defensive player of the game, DK Abrams. They're invited to join us, as you are, Monday night, 5:30 p.m. at the Dugout. Make sure you listen to Melissa ISD on YouTube and subscribe so you can watch every week. Gone to the bottom of the 3rd inning in the Game 1 of the World Series. We're watching it here. I assume you're watching it wherever you are. First down and 10. Give it to Bishop Curry, who has another tough run and another first down into Panther territory. .95 seconds to go in the ball game. And first and 10 from the 42-yard line. Nally gives it to Curry again with another nice run. A.J. Cole's at the O-line spot. Alejandro Luna. Jake McDowell's in there. Elijah Almazan. Reese Carter at the O-line spot. Here comes second down and 5. Nally's going to pull it and keep it and go nowhere on the play. Third down coming up. And less than a minute to go in the ball game. Your Cardinals are going to get out of here with a big win tonight. It's going to be district win number 23 in a row for your Cardinals. And Melissa leads the all-time series 3-2 over Princeton. And it's going to take, obviously, to 4-2 now. Now we have a penalty called against the Cardinals, which will back them up and stop the clock, but it's not stopped. So we have 25 seconds and counting in this ball game. And the Cardinals will run the football one more time to Bishop Curry, who has a nice run. And he'll take it to the Panther 41-yard line. And we'll see if Coach Matt Nally says no mas here with 10 seconds on the clock. And the final score, Melissa Cardinals 56. The Princeton Panthers 13. Cardinals win 23 in a row in the district. And they're 9-0 on the season. It's going to maintain their #1 rank in the state of Texas, Class 5A ball, and host the Lovejoy Leopards. And I say again, a Thursday night kickoff this coming Thursday at the house that Deal built because all of our games in our district are going to be played on Thursday to give everybody one extra day to get ready for the playoffs the following week. Lovejoy's leading Greenville 42-7 late third quarter. Terrell's leading Poteet 16-7 late second quarter. Dennison's leading Crandall 21-0 middle third quarter. And again, we're going to finish early tonight and beat everybody home and beat everybody on the scoreboard. Congratulations to Coach Matt Nally and his big victory tonight. And congratulations to the Cardinals, who are 9-0 on the year. Congratulations to Trevor Ham for being our offensive player of the game. Congratulations to DK Abram for being our defensive player of the game. And we're going to go down to the field to talk with our offensive player of the game. Here's Morgan Alexander.
Thanks, guys. You had 5 touchdown passes tonight. What was working for you offensively? You were 10 for 13, so talk about accuracy. What was working for you?
Yeah, I mean, they were playing our receivers out there, so I was just taking the quick hitches, taking whatever they were giving us. And we saw Lincoln go for 80 yards over here. I mean, I only threw the ball 5 yards, and he did 80. So, I mean, these guys make it easy on me. My job pretty well, so. Well,
next week you have Lovejoy, which is going to be definitely a different game. What does that game mean to you, and how are you going to hold yourself accountable to put points on the board?
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's a huge game, district title game, seeding for playoff, but after beat them on a 2-point conversion, so I know they have a bad taste in their mouth. They're going to be coming out with the target. So we just got to play our best, lock in all week of practice, do the little things right, and I think we'll come out, and if we play as a team, play the best of our ability, then I think we'll do fine.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Morgan Alexander, for being our sideline reporter tonight. Thank you to Trevor Ham, our offensive player of the game. There you see the Cardinals down on the field with head coach Matt Nally giving the post-game pep talk and saying, great job for the Cardinals. That's the clean-shaven Matt Nally, who we were visiting with down on the field. Before the game, debating what to do with the beard and the mustache, because those are things that coaches worry about. Because you got to look good.
I know, you're on Game On Sports TV right now.
You got to look good.
Yeah, I know.
Cardinals are 9-0. Let's take a moment and look back at some of the great plays from tonight's win. After we'll look at these highlights, we'll take it down to Morgan for another interview. This is the pick 6 by Gunnar Wilson to get the scoring underway. There's a great hit by Christian Turner on that play. Here's a touchdown pass from Trevor Ham to Carson Maynard, one of his 3 catches in the end zone tonight. Here is good Cardinals team defense. Cardinals D on this interception here by Patusik in the end zone. Here we go with a touchdown pass on that little out route from the backfield. Lincoln Dunn there. Here's a Carson Maynard toss sweep out there to Nate Adejokin, who had 110 yards on the ground tonight. And that is Trevor Ham with a touchdown pass to Maynard. And here's another touchdown pass to Maynard. The 110 yards by Adejokin gives him 1,262 on the season. And here comes the Cardinals on that entrance for the second half. Carson Maynard throws it out, the pass he just talked about, where Lincoln Dunn shows his great speed, took it 68 yards at the house. So touchdown, Trevor Ham to Lincoln Dunn. And we're going to go back down to the field. Our friend Morgan Alexander has another great interview.
Thanks, guys. I'm here at DK Abrams. You are so physical this entire game. What was working for the defense to make some incredible stops in the red zone?
Coach, he told us to blitz. Linebackers was just filling the holes that we weren't in, so they were helping us be able to stop the run.
On the sidelines and on the field, a lot of people refer to you as a very electric player. Your energy radiates across the field. How do you stay so positive the entire game and carry that momentum for that defense?
1 point, Varsity just got brothers behind me that's going to keep me positive and negative.
What adjustments are you going to make going into this Lovejoy game where they have some pretty powerful wide receivers and a very talented quarterback that you guys are going to have a lot of pressure on?
Adjustments. Good.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Guys.
Thank you, Morgan, and thank you, DK Abrams. We had a little bit of technical difficulty on that interview, but we appreciate our defensive player of the game, Peanut, joining Morgan down on the field. And Morgan, you have someone else.
On the hunt right now for
Okay.
Coach Nally, so give me just 1 minute.
All right. Our offensive player of the game, Trevor Ham, with 5 touchdowns tonight, gives him 33 on the season.